Hello everyone, it's Jeff from midatlanticcraps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh, wait a minute, I'm also on Ed's YouTube channel. Well, dual streaming tonight. Looks like both streams are going. We've got Ed from Roll to Win. Ed, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I am good. I'm tired. I've had a long work day, but I'm good.
Well, we
I'm
are
ready to shoot
here.
crap.
Would you say you're ready to shoot crap or you feel like you think you're going to shoot like craps? Which one was that?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Well, I know a little secret. You're going to be the first to shoot tonight. So we've got that planned out already. Everything's set up in the KPI roll tracker. But here we are again on a Thursday night. Seems to be becoming a habit every couple of weeks. What do you think of that?
I like it. I like it. I think it's fun. I think we got
Well,
to do it. At least a couple times a month. Do a little dual stream. It's good. It's a good thing for the community.
yeah, it is a good thing for the community. I think that we should do a dual stream at least once a month, a couple times a month. I'm okay, but it seems like it's on Thursday nights. I've got a couple other things planned with a couple new YouTubers that I'm going to be doing some things with here in the near future. I actually picked up two more brand new YouTube channels that asked for some assistance from Mid-Atlantic Craps and my knowledge with getting them on live, so I'll be helping them too. You like doing this live because all you have to do is just connect and shoot. I've got to produce the whole show, and you get to drink and I don't. That's not fair.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot more fun with you doing the controls than me having to do it too.
Well, I understand that because you do your lives on Friday and sometimes Saturday nights that you get, good viewership with
Yeah.
those, and you get out there and drinking. So you know that it's a little more to producing and hosting and doing the whole
Yeah.
thing. But you get it easy. Tonight we've got people in Crapsee already. We've got I don't know 5 or 6 people there already. They're going to be playing along tonight.
Good.
We decided early today that we were going to have a 5K bankroll. We upped it. I changed Crapsee to show a $5,000 bankroll that Crapsee can play with. They're going to be playing on a $10 table. You and I are going to be playing on a $quarter table because you watched the show Tuesday night and you said I bet wrong. So we're going to see if I can get some pointers from you tonight.
No, I didn't say you bet wrong. I just said that you said you didn't know how to bet that big a bank.
I did say that.
And
I
so,
did say that.
and
So,
and so I thought, well, we'll learn together because I don't ever bet a $5,000 bankroll either.
have you ever bought in for 5,000?
Yes,
Okay, I have not.
I
See,
have.
so I have not. So, I would,
Only on a private table.
that would,
And then
that would make sense.
I was grabbing chips and putting them in my pocket when nobody was looking after I
Yeah,
bought in.
well, I'm not exactly sure what I would be doing because I've never bought it on a $5,000 table. I simulated it on Tuesday night. I've done it in Crapsee, but I don't know if I would have the cojones to buy in on a regular table. Well, a private table, I could see that because you don't have to play with it. But typically, I don't think I'd have the cojones to buy it for 5K.
It's a
Oh my
great way,
goodness.
sticking up in your pockets. It's a great way to get a negative statement from the casino.
Well, I mean, I agree with that. I understand that. So before we get going with what's going on here, I want to go ahead and say hello to a couple people that are here. On my side, looks like we've got the 10 people. On your side, I believe you got 20 people watching. So I'm not
Something like
jealous
that.
because everybody comes to see Ed from Roll to Win. He's the professor. I'm just the voice. So whichever channel you're watching on, thank you for showing up today. Ed and I are not begging for subscribers. We're not out there shooting the crap
Yes, we
trying to
are.
say, well, I'm not begging for subscribers. You got a good subscriber base. You work hard to get there. I don't think I've ever heard you once beg for a subscriber like some of the other channels do. I don't think I've ever heard that. But it is what it is. They come when they come. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and say hello to some people
Yeah.
here. We've got, let's see here. Switch my screen around here. Let me bring these up. We'll start with my channel since I only have a few there. We got Frank, who said he had another fine afternoon in Atlantic City. Let me get that off of there. And then we also, I think on my side, I think Joe Ramus was there. Yes, Joe was there. Good evening, Joe. We've got Joel. I've got Rory, Inspector Craps, and Let's see what this says. Jeff, I will say I was told my kids when they were little, life's not fair, get used to it. Yes, I would say the same thing. I would say the exact same thing. Joel, let's go over to your side. I got the chat up on your side as well. Let's see what's going to take place here. You got a lot of people in there. You got some people. Bud was first there, one on your side. Can't wait to see what us two are up to tonight. Hey, Bud, we don't know what we're coming up to either. And you got Roger. He's saying hello to us. I think I saw SJ in the house on your side. SJ is on the house on your side. Let's see. You got Dice Grinders. Ardell's over there. I don't know this person here. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you met him. That's Cedric. Cedric was in at the Brownwater Bash.
Ah, that's who that is. Cedric, before the show's over with, head over to my channel, give me a like and subscribe. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Not begging or anything. As long as you're on Ed's channel, that's good. Jeremy, how are you doing, my friend? I feel like a traitor. No, only kidding. Just kidding. I better stop before I get myself in trouble tonight. And oh, look, my good Virginia friend is here as well. Hope you guys are working good. And then Jim just came in. So that's a few people that we have here. I think between the two channels, we got 39 people watching currently between the two channels. Are you ready to head to the table, Ed? We can get this thing started?
I'm going to try, but I'm going to be tired. I'm just telling you about I've had a long day, no rest.
All right. Well, the Crapsee just locked me out. So, guys, everybody that's here on both channels, doesn't matter where you watch us at, doesn't matter where you put the comment at, I'll be running the show. Ed's going to shoot first. You got a $5,000 bankroll. As a matter of fact, let me put that up here on the screen before we transition over. Your audio may drop just for a second, Ed, but I want to put this up here just to make sure that we get the rules up here. Make sure that's it. Yeah, here we go. Let me switch transverse over here. Here you go, guys. This is what's up on, if you're playing in Crapsee tonight. You have a $5,000 bankroll, $10 minimum. You got the 10 times odds, and you've got the field paying triple tonight, Ed. Remember that. I got the field paying triple, and our bonus bets are at 30 and 150 to 1. That should work for all of us tonight on either side. And without further ado, guys, I think it is time to get this show started. So, Ed, I'm going to have to raise my table here. You've seen my setup behind the scenes. And I will be ready to go, and I will catch up with you. So
$25 table.
Yep, $25 table. Let me see what's happening here.
And I got $25. I got a $25 world bet and a $5 ace deuce.
Okay. What'd you do on the What'd you do on the bonus?
10, 5, 10.
All right, I'm going to be a little cheaper. Uh-oh. Nickel on the run. I'm going to go
$5,000, dude.
What's that?
You got $5,000 up there.
All right, you talked me into it. I'm going 10, 5, 10. I'm going to do a $7 craps bet. And I got 25 on the line. The dice are out. Whenever you're ready, you may start, my friend.
Okay. $325.
325. Hey, Ed, I can tell you something. Can you say hello to El Toro over on your channel? He's just joined us.
El Toro, my friend.
Yes.
Welcome.
Welcome, El Toro. It's a 325. Let's get that marked up.
To the show.
Yep. Now, guys on the chat, I'm doing everything over here, so you're going to have to give me a little bit of leeway if you see something in there. Jen must have said the code is wrong. Oh, I do have the code wrong. Ed, can you give me 1 second?
Yeah, I'm making my
No,
bet.
that's right. Badger, Jen code. No, the code, guys, that I'm using is H2P7F8. What I have up there is what's right. If I have it wrong in the description, I apologize. Let me throw this screen up here, Ed. Give me 1 second. There is the screen code, guys. I have it wrong. If I have it wrong, I apologize. What Badger put up there, the code is not right. I see people coming and going. So there's your right code, guys. I apologize if I do have it. I will fix that as we get a little bit later on into the stream. But it really looks like I have got the code right. It must be wrong in the H2. Yeah, I have it right up there on the screen in the lower right-hand corner, guys. That is right with the screen. All right, so we got a 325, Ed. We got 13 at Crapsee, so some people were there. So go ahead and tell me your come out action on that 5. I didn't listen to it. I apologize.
All right, I got $300 in odds. Okay. I've got $50 on the 4 and 10. I've got $180 on the 6 and 8, and $150 on the 9.
Holy cow! See, I don't know how to bet this, Ed. So I'm gonna play
It's
a little
a
different.
$15. It's just like playing a $15 table, but add a 0.
I get that. I even with this Monopoly money, I find that hard to do. But I'm not going to tell you what I did. I'm just going to come out there and tell you I got bets on the table, and I'm going to tell you that the dice are out. The dice are out. You'll see my table in a minute. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, they cool me down. 6, 4, 10.
It's 10 on the end. My measly little quarter out there.
So when you're playing like this, are we worrying about big tonight? No.
No, we don't have to. I already did, but we don't have to.
All right, let's screw the big.
All right, screw the big.
You got a choice. You know, you can go ahead, but I hit that so early. I'm gonna go ahead and press it to 100. I'm gonna put a quarter on a hard 4 and hard 10.
That's a good idea. I think I'll take what I had and one in the field and come out here on the hard ways. All right, dice are out.
Six, 3, 9.
6, 3, 9. Let's get it marked up.
That thing's split, but we got a 9 out of it.
All right.
So 15 pays 21, right? Well, $15 pays 21. 150 pays 210.
I hear you. That's not how I'm betting, but I'm just following along, learning from the master. Learning from the master. My 9 is at 100 now.
I'm going to 250.
All right. Let's see what's going on over here in Crapsee. Got 16 people in Crapsee. I need half of you to get ready. You push that little button. I would really appreciate it. Duracell's, it says it's Laurel and Hardy, Bert and Ernie, or Abbott and Costello. Now it's the Ed and Mac show.
Mutt and Jeff.
Yeah, I like that one better myself. I do. I like that one better myself. There it is. It didn't first come up. There it goes. All right, Ed, dice are out.
Six, 3, 9.
Another 639. I just upped it to 100, so that's nice. Maybe I'll ease into the bets tonight.
250
pressure on me.
pays 300, Jeff.
Yes, it does. I'm getting paid a measly 140. I'll take that 9 to 150.
We're going to leave it
my
at 250
goodness.
and rack to 300.
Sounds good to me. You know, you've done this before. I played Tuesday night on the Mac channel, Mid-Atlantic Craps channel. We played that Tuesday Mania. We had people over in Crapsee. Top guy had 161,000, and one beneath him had 80,000. So somebody did something, but I rolled good the other night. I'll probably suck tonight. Ed, the dice are out when you are ready.
Whoa, big rollout. 6, 3, 9 again.
6. Wow, nice on the 9s. Is that a trend?
That was lucky. That was a lucky 9 right there.
Okay, well, I won't call it a trend.
No, but I'm still betting it like it hit.
So 150 is
So
going to
it
pay me
pressed left.
210. I'll take that
All right,
to.
I'm going 500 on the 9.
All right, you do that. I'm not. I'm still working the gazintas in my head. You know what a gazinta is, don't you, Ed?
I have no idea.
You ever watch Beverly Hillbillies when Jethro would practice his mathematics? You know, 4 goes into
Oh,
2.
goes into?
I mean, 4
Yeah, I
goes
know
into
that.
8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know that.
gazintas. That's mathematics.
Gazin-
Dice are out when you're ready.
516.
516. Arnell's jumped up there on top. Dice grinders. And over in Crapsee, he's betting big. He knows how to bet $5,000. Let's see. It's going to pay me 75. We'll take that to 120.
180 pays 210.
It most certainly does in most places. But
I'm putting it in the
this-
rack.
That was an easy 6. So that was a 6, right? Yep. So if my hard 6 is going to fall, I'm going to come back up on it just for a little measly old nickel.
For a nickel.
Yeah. For those of you that depended on which channel you're
Are
looking at,
the dice out? Almost shot.
Nope.
Are they ready?
I saw
Okay.
that. I was going to tell them that if they're going to ask questions, please put a capital Q in front of it. We'll try to get to the questions before the hand is over with or during a roll. Like I just interrupted and iced Ed. So if it's a bad number, blame me. Ed, the dice are out. Sorry, guy.
Uh-oh. We're out.
Uh-oh. We're out?
Yep. 6-1.
Oh my gosh, it's a good thing that Clay's not here. He would fuss all over me. All right, 617. You guys can blame me. I'm it. I'm the reason. Oh my
I
goodness, now I
didn't see
feel
you tossing the
horrible.
dice. What do you feel horrible about? You weren't
I'm not
tossing
sure
the
what
dice.
Jim over on your channel says he's having technical difficulties. I'm not sure what he means by that. If I'm having technical difficulties or there's an issue somewhere.
Technical. Oh, Badger.
Yeah, Jim.
Rack
That's his
'em,
name,
don't
yeah.
rack 'em.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. If I had done something wrong.
No, I think he's talking about something else. I think he's talking about my shot.
Oh, technical. Well, all right. Well, I took
He's
my
probably
$5,000. I took my $5,000 bankroll, Ed, and I lost a lot of it. And it's Monopoly money, and I'm really worried about it. Oh my
I took
goodness.
some off the table during that hand. I don't think I got hurt too bad.
I do like what you said. Just add a 0, treat it like a $15 table. I do like that. I never looked at it like that before. Never looked at it like that. All right, quarter on the line, 10, 5, 10, $7 craps bet. Rack all this back over here. So I got bring a 200 back.
10, 5, 10.
All right. I'll take the 2 6s there.
How many rolls did I have? About 7 or 8?
I think it was 7. I'll look here in just 1 second.
Oh, that don't matter.
1, 2, 2, 3. I can tell you in just a second. It was a 7 roller. You were just about average.
Okay.
You did set the bar high for me to get that. I'm gonna switch over and show this screen real quick. Duracell is on top with a 4400, followed right behind by Dice Grinder. Then DJ, Tony, Chinese Secret. Those guys are really playing some craps tonight. All right, guys, my dice are set. You guys are ready in Crapsee. Please bear with me on the show. And here we go, guys. Dice are out. 18 in Crapsee. Oh, my quarter here was putting my bonus bet back up, 10, 5, 10. Big bounce. We've got all the dots in one spot. That is a midnight. All right, so let's see. That's 49.
Well, that cost me a quarter because I didn't do a craps check.
Well, see, there you go. So now we're going to make this $20 horn. We'll bring this back Quarter comes back up, and I'm taking $11 or $12 back to the rack, one or the other. All right. Oh, didn't get that entered in for my Crapsee people. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of production here going on. All Ed does is drink and throw. Must be nice, is all I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
Drink and throw. And count the chips. You're right. So, guys, as we're waiting for me to get set up, this is a $5,000 bankroll.
Yeah, I'm up like $300. I'm up.
You are?
I'm up about $300.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not up 300. I'm not. So here I am to learn how to. I'm here to learn how to play a $5,000 bankroll for the professional himself, the one and only, the myth, the legend. Do I have to keep going, or you want me to shut up?
You can shut up.
All right, here we go, guys.
Coming you can out. Ask somebody to subscribe.
Oh, we got a Venmo yo 11. Yo 11. Bring that on down here. All right.
Gave me my quarterback. Cost me a nickel on that.
I'm going to leave the $20 horn up. It's 25, and that puts me $17 up on top. 1, 2, 1, 3.
I'll do a $25 horn high yo.
1, 2, 2, 3. Okay. Cool beans. I kept saying cool beans the other day, and somebody in the chat was saying to me, they don't like their beans cool, they like them hot. So somebody out there has a sarcastic mind like mine. Say that again, Ed.
They don't eat them out of the can then.
Well, for the people that do, I feel for them, because I'm sure there are people out there in this world that actually do that. All right, guys. So the people in Crapsee, if you see that little green button, you'll keep the show moving, because I need half of you to get there. We're over 20 in Crapsee. Here we go, guys. Dice are out. That's a good roll. We got ourselves an Old Bay bushel. I'm just going to work down the line. Midnight, yo, hard 10.
You're going to hop the 9 on the next shot?
I don't think I will, but it would make sense to do that. So, all right, you said play this like a $15 table. So, put the 10 out here as the point. Let me mark that up for Crapsee, because I'm backwards and all.
I'm hopping the insides for $80.
Okay, well, let me come out here with my bets. I don't know that I feel comfortable doing this, but you never do it unless you learn. All right.
It's the only way to learn.
Yep, that's true.
Practice like you play, baby.
Well, this practice is unusual for me, and we'll see what happens here. All right. We're not worried about the VIG tonight. I do want to come up on the hard way since I hit that, so I'll just come out here with this. Doesn't hurt to put $5 on the hard ways. You're hopping the insides? I tell you what.
I'm hopping the inside for $80.
I'm only going to hop the 9s, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because now I can change my set. Either the 5s or the 9s I have been hot on. All right.
$50 4.
All right, here we go, guys. Dice are out. Hey, Stoney Jackson, Jeremy, Frida, Ben. I'm trying to say hello to everybody on both channels, but it's really difficult to
there's so many.
Follow the chat. Here we go.
See, Ben.
We got a 415. I hopped the wrong side, Ed, but you got the inside. I just did say I probably should have hopped the 5s and the 9s. My hops will fall. We'll mark the 5. I got 100 on it. That'll pay me 140. What do you have on your 5?
I have a $10 hop.
Oh, that's all you did? You didn't put any place bets out there?
Just hops.
Oh.
So
well, damn. Well, damn.
I got 150 minus. I mean, it's not it's not a big net, but it's a win. Right?
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's a win. I'll take my 5 to 150.
So
I'm
gonna leave the $10 hopping. And I'm gonna place the 6 and 8 for $90.
Okay. So you had it hot for 80. That paid 160 and down, and you're leaving them up
Yeah.
just the fives or the insides.
I'm just leaving the 5, the 4-1
Okay.
up. I need to put the 3-2 up as well.
All right.
And
Well, the
then-
dice are out.
Yeah, $90 6 and 8.
And you told me come out here big, and I did, and you're way behind me this time. Oh, short roll. It's an ace deuce 3. 3 craps. Acey deucey. Acey deucey 3 craps on an early landing spot. Doesn't do anything for me. I'm not on it. Let's get it marked up. Make sure I keep.
All right, so 150 on the 5 and 9. Go for it.
All right. Just waiting for the Crapsee people. Waiting for the Crapsee people. They're coming along. We lost somebody in Crapsee. If you spend the 5,000 on a rebuy, I'll give it to you, but I don't know that we should really do rebuys at 5,000. It's just my opinion. Not that I wouldn't give it to you.
It would be reckless at this point.
Oh my goodness, we're out. Shorter
Yeah, I
roll than
see
yours,
that.
if I'm not mistaken. 6-1. It was a good roll too. They stayed together, married in there, got a good bounce back, and
It happens.
I might
Some
do
of
a
the
rebuy.
prettiest shots.
Yeah, it was a pretty
Some
shot.
of the prettiest shots are 7s, and some of the ugliest shots are really pretty numbers.
Yeah.
Like that
Yep.
9 I had a while ago.
All right. Wow. 6-1-7 out. That was a shorter roll than yours by 1. I thought I was going to be able to beat you on that one. That
thought
shot
you were. I
actually
thought you were
felt
gonna
good.
I was going to hit the side, one of the sides for me.
Yeah. Well, I really expected it to be there. I really did. It was a good shot, a good roll. Came off my hands, married all the way to the wall. Just got bad luck.
All right, so I got, $25 price line, 10, 5, 10, quarter world, $5 ace deuce. And I can't find my dice. There they are.
Well, I'm getting set up. I'll do a $10 there. It's easier for me. Yeah. But my bankroll's disappearing. To the question over there on Biloxi Craps for me, it was okay. Biloxi Craps, it was nice seeing you too. Hope to see you again at some point. Biloxi Craps, by the way, I want to say he's a Bama boy, Ed. I want to say that. He hangs out with Brian from Hawaii Crap Shooters. Keeley.
Ah, okay.
All right, yep. We're good to go, Ed. Dice are out.
All right. Coming out, right?
Yep.
Six five, yo.
6-5, yo. All right. Let's see, that's going to lose there, win there. I'll pay myself in red. Put the 10 back up, rack to 15. To the person who asked a question on Ed's channel, my friend in Virginia, we'll get to that question in a little bit.
All right, so I won 55 on the world, replacing my ace deuce for 5. I'll make it 10 now. And I'm putting the other quarter back in my rack. So $50 world, $10 ace deuce.
Okay.
Six, 4, 10.
6, 4, 10 it is.
10, 4.
Mark it up. 10 will be the point. Let me take care of Crapsee first. All right, 10's the point. I'm going to slow down a little bit, Ed. Just don't get mad at me.
Do what?
I'm out here. Because you kind of confused me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's change for 2 black. You kind of confused me with that hopping mess you did when I was shooting.
You can't ever tell what I'm gonna do today.
I know. It's okay. So it's a 10. We're not worried about the VIGs tonight. Let me go over here and mark the 10.
We don't
Check
need a short
Crapsee.
roll.
No, we don't. Dice are out when you're ready.
Hang on. I gotta finish pressing up. I had to get changed.
To Lou, my friend who's over there on Ed's channel. Frank's on my channel, and he said he did pretty good today, so I'm glad you guys did good. Dice are out whenever you're ready.
All right. Three, 1, 4.
314. Let's mark it up. Get it marked up. 314. Between the 2 channels, Ed, we have 41 people watching. You got 2/3 of them.
Pressing the 4 to 100, putting 50 in the rack.
My 4 will go to 75. I had a field bet out too. I'll start a $5 high horn down here on midnight and come back the other way. 314, mark it up. And let's check Crapsee, see if everybody's ready. That's good to know, Lou. Good to know. Did Clay ever make it up from his nap with parentheses around it? Dice are out, Ed, when you're ready.
All right. Six, 4, 10. That's the point.
That's the point. What took you so long? Just an
Got
extra
stuck in
roll.
traffic.
Yep. The friend we met in Biloxi, Puckoffs, is waving to you there, Ed.
Who?
Puckoff. You met him down there in
Puckoff.
Biloxi.
Yes, sir.
Puckoff. I said puck with a P, not what you're thinking.
I know him. Puck off is here. All right, so I had $100 odds. That paid me $225 on that hit.
Yeah, measly. I just got a measly 100. All right, let's take a look. I got everything set up here. Let's go over here to Crapsee. Come on, guys. Hit that little red button. We don't want to ice the shooter like I did last time. Do not want to ice the shooter. All right. All right, guys, they're out. Let's go. Dice are out. Arnell on top, 6,500 already.
Short. Hard 10.
It looks
10's
like
still
a hard 10.
A hard 10.
Hard. Back on the 10 it is.
You gonna go $2,500 odds this time?
No, I am not. I'm not gonna, I didn't win that much.
I'm gonna go 250.
I was almost going to do 100 again, or 100, because that's what I won on it. Now you're going to cut down, so I'm going to cut down. So I got to play more realistic and get this number in my head. I know it's supposed to be add a 0, but I'm just not adding a 0. So welcome to everybody on both sides of the channels. We're dual streaming tonight. Hello, Dr. Don't Pass, and everybody else that's here. We're on both channels, Roll to Win and Mid-Atlantic Craps at the same time. Ed, the dice are out. Arnell's kicking butt, followed up by Duracell.
They're in the race. Whoa, bad roll. 6-1.
6-1, you're kidding me, right? I didn't even look at the screen.
You heard me call it. I said, oh, bad roll.
Yep.
6-1.
Yeah, I did 6-1. I'm glad I didn't come out there heavy that time. But it is what it is, and things like that do happen. All right, so
I
switch to my
didn't talk.
table.
That's my fault. That was 100% my fault.
You can't tell me I iced a shooter that time.
That's some Crapsee folks.
Yeah, yeah, they're really loud. All right, let me get this set down. All right, so we had a question here, Ed. I'm gonna go back to it off your channel. Let's see if we can get that answer. I'll get set up here in a second. Let me go back because I'll lose it. Are there any rules or etiquette regarding ratting away chips at a table? I'm not sure what the ratting word means. Do you have any idea what he
Putting
means
them in your
there?
pocket. Putting them in
Say
your
that again.
pocket.
Oh, I don't. If that's the case, I don't think there is. Ed, do you know? You've played this game longer than I have.
The casinos don't like it.
But is it against rules?
No, but they might fuss at you just for fun.
Yeah, I've been there when somebody stuck, they colored up a purple chip and it disappeared off the table. One box guy came over to the other box guy and said the purple went out to that person, pointed to him, and I guess they probably figured out it went in his pocket. You're right, they don't like it. If that's what he means.
They don't like it.
Yeah, if that's what
They
he
don't
means.
like it. And then it doesn't give them an accurate table count on the color of it.
Right, correct. All right, I'm out. Bonus bet 10-5-10, 25 line, $10 craps. Waiting for Crapsee to catch up to see where everybody is. I'll pull the dice in here. 6-5, 6-4 on the come out. 6-5, 6-4. And let's see if Crapsee's still not caught up. It shows Arnell on top, followed by Duracell, Roger, D8, and Tony. Waiting for it to catch up. We have 21 currently. 21 currently in Crapsee. Let's see, I got 20 on my page. You got 33, so we're over 50 combined. Thank you guys. Appreciate the likes.
Absolutely.
Be sure to like and
Appreciate
subscribe on both pages. Yep. We'll ask you to like, but we won't beg for you to subscribe. That's an inside joke between Ed and me. Here we go, guys. Dice are out.
I heard that
Let's
snicker.
go. Don't make me laugh. I did it to myself. Here we go. That's a short roll. It's a little bit of the lumber variety. 426. 426 points going to be a 6.
That might be the first 6 you rolled.
Well, I didn't have a very long roll. It could be a first of almost anything. Could very well be. Could very well be. All right, so it's a 6. I'm still playing it a little safe, so I don't want you to get mad at me.
I'm not going to get mad at you.
Well, we're not doing bigs on our side, but I'm basically 220 inside with a quarter on the 4 and 10. Out of my bankroll, Ed, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, what's out there? I'm down $600 on our first couple short rolls.
I was ahead there for just one time.
Well, you know how it goes. Now that the screen has stopped, we won't have to worry about icing me. There's Arnell on top with 7280, Duracell at 4900, Roger, Chinese Secret, Kevin Blue Jay Way, and Marble Fork all in the green. We appreciate everybody here playing tonight. We know you got choices. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it. Okay, guys, dice are out. So 639.
I love it.
639. I have a chip down here on that horn high I ran a little while ago, but forgot to
So
pick
I
it
got
up.
210.
Get out of here.
I got
So
150 on it.
Yeah, you bet different last time on me.
Yeah, but cost me money though.
Well, I'm going to press the whole amount on that 9. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll bring a quarter back to the rack. We'll take it to 100. All right. Oh my goodness. So guys, if you like what Ed and I are doing, we talked about it at the beginning of the show. We know a lot of you weren't here. We're doing this every couple of weeks, once a month at least. If you like what we're doing, put in the chat that you like what we're doing, and we'll keep doing it. Here we go. There's a good point from Arnell.
Yeah.
I'll put up there. Welcome, Chris, Dice Legion. Yep, here we go. Dice are out. Oh, that's a bad roll. 549. Why do I have the 9 marked? You have the 6 marked. Did I throw a 9 last time too? I did.
Yep.
Back-to-back 9s. Wow.
Yep.
I need to concentrate on the shooting, not the show, Ed. I can tell you that.
Yes, sir.
Awful lot going on here.
All right.
Back-to-back
so I got
9s.
150.
It's gonna pay me.
So just so people know, right now, if you wanted to, I've had 2 hits at 150. That's $210 each hit. You could come down, and you could go to 220 inside, and you got money in the rack.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that as well. We've got some late coming comments coming in from the question asked a little while ago. Keeley, who lives down there, says he puts purple and black chips in his pocket all the time at the Beau Raj. And he miscalculated how much he won. Arnell's got a question. What do you like, Laughlin or Biloxi? Ed?
I've never been to Laughlin, so I can't answer. Oh, if I had a choice?
Yeah, maybe that's the question.
Well, hey, Biloxi, I guess. I've never been to Laughlin, but I would go. I probably will go.
I have been to Laughlin. If I had a choice, I personally would go to Biloxi. But with the host that I use or with the brand that I use, they'll fly me to Laughlin, put me up for 4 days. Yep. Dice are out. It's a good roll. Damn it!
Out.
Nothing wrong with the roll. Got mixed up in the mixing bowl. We're out. God sakes, the excellent roll. Dice married all the way down. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. I may pass the dice to Ed every time.
You
cannot
cooled
get-
yourself
get-
down that time.
Yeah, I may have, but it was nothing wrong with the roll. Nothing at all. Not a thing wrong with the roll. I mean, it looked good going down. It just got up there in that mixing bowl, and Lord knows what's going to happen in the mixing bowl. Oh my gosh. I may have to go into recovery system here somehow. Yeah, go on. I may go heavy on you this time. I don't know what I'm going to do, Ed. I do not know what I'm going to do. But we're not making the people in Crapsee that happy. I'm waiting for it to fly back up here. But
Yeah, I'm down.
we're out on
I'm down about $900 now.
I'm more than that. I'm going crazy on this next one. Oh, to hell with it. All right. Let's see here. Make sure we didn't miss anything else. Lou said he would like to have more of it. Ed, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou.
Yep. All right, guys. We're down to 17 in Crapsee. And
Well, we can always do it. They don't have to watch, right?
that's true. We can do it. That's right. You got choices. You got choices right now. We appreciate everybody that is here. Are you ready, Ed?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, we're at 50 right at the moment between 2 channels, and the dice are out.
Whoa, that was off the wall. Come out 7.
Come out 7. All right.
Bounced hard.
What was the numbers? I didn't see it, Ed.
5-2.
5-2. Yeah, somebody could be hopping something. 5-2. Let's get it out there.
Cost me $5.
Cost me $5. Actually, yeah, it cost me 5 because I had 10 on the craps. Bet. All right. Arnell's still on top. They got some money over there. They know how to play a $5,000 bankroll.
They do it all the time.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. He would also like some brown water, which begs the question, are you drinking tonight any brown water? And if so, what choice? Dice are out when you're ready.
That's a dumb question. Hard 10.
Another Old Bay bushel. Let's mark it up. Hard 10. Get her marked up. All black chips, Ed. All black chips.
I gotta get some green here.
5 more chips here. 200, 200, 300, 300. That goes over there. I get green too. Let's go a quarter in the field. All right, dice gods, please let Ed have a good roll.
We need one, but I warned y'all I was tired.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Frank says he's drinking Crown. What are you drinking? You never said what you were drinking.
I'm drinking some wild turkey tonight.
All right, dice are out. Arnell says that he hears that Laughlin won't let you set the dice. That would be disappointing.
That's not what I hear.
Okay.
They used to have a lot of heat there, but I talked to a guy that was there about 2 months ago, and he said he got no heat.
Interesting.
$516.
516, thank you. 300 will pay 350. Welcome,
Oh,
Waylon.
you jumped on right there, didn't you?
I told you. I said, I prayed to the dice gods, please let me get something. Because I'm 2,000 down, so no field 6. That'll pay me 350. I'm going to take both the 6 and the 8 to 420.
There you go. Step up.
Step up or pep up. I don't know which it is, but we'll see what happens. I only want one more hit, then I'll come down. You hear that? Dice gods, just one more hit.
Yeah, that's what they all.
Yeah. All right, let's check over here on Crapsee. Down to 18. We had 20 some a little while ago. Maybe they blew their 5,000, didn't know they could get a rebuy. All right, they're good. Dice are out, Ed.
Man, that's an ugly throw. That's an ugly number, too.
Please don't tell me so. Is that a 6-1?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to show you how to lose $5,000 tonight.
I appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow. We are doing bad tonight.
You shouldn't have stepped up so big.
Well, I just took a chance. One of us is due. That's a hurt. That's a hurt. Matter of fact, I may have to pack it up and just produce the show and let you throw. Oh my goodness. You told me the other day I didn't know how to play a $5,000 bankroll.
Now it's when you leave.
Wow.
You either got to leave or you got to win it back in a hurry.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. And you can see that was wrong. All right. Oh, shoot. Come on, computer. All right.
I can get that back pretty quick if I get on the right road.
Jeremy says he grabbed a brand new bottle of Bullet.
Good for him.
Yeah.
My favorite.
And Arnell says he's thinking about hitting Biloxi in October.
Well, it'd be a good time to be there. Won't be as hot. It'll be hot, but it won't be as hot.
Right. Right. All right. Let's see if I can do a little bit of concentrating here and see what happens. I'm going to throw a 3V on the come out that I haven't thrown all day today, and had success with it on the daytime show earlier this week, but nothing's working tonight. All right, guys. We're down to 17 in Crapsee. Still have a few people that are up there on the chip size.
I'm gonna pour me another
Math
drink.
there for craps players, Craps Capital. I like that, Duracell. I do like that. All right, guys. This is hard to believe is shooter 6, and we have not had a roll above average. It's due. Let's see what happens. Let's see what this come out brings. Hard 10. Holy cow, we've had a lot of those hard
We've hit
10s
a lot of
today.
10s.
What's that?
We've hit a lot of 10s.
We have. It's another Old Bay bushel. Old Bay bushel, mark it up. All right, I don't know what to do. Look, I got to break not one, I got to break 2 purple chips. 2 purple chips.
I ain't broke a purple chip yet.
Well, I have.
But
I have.
I am hopping the insides for $120, $15 each.
How much again? 120?
Yeah.
All right. Get some more change here. I don't like what I got here in my rack, but it is what it is.
I hope Duracell, you come down. I hope I get to get there when you come down there. That'd be great.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
probably have
nice.
a class February, March, be my guess.
Right. Right. All right, guys, in Crapsee, here we go. Dice are out. Back up to 20 in the Crapsee side. 55 watching between 2 channels. There is all the dots
There's a
in one
midnight.
spot.
That cost me $120, damn it.
It cost you. It did cost you if you put that money in that hopping. Hell, I forgot the damn odds on my 10. And I do, the field is paying triple tonight, Ed, just to let you know. I have a quarter in the field, so I get paid triple. So does everybody in Crapsee land. They get paid triple.
I'm going to do $100 horn high yoke.
$100 horn high yo. Wow. Wow. I don't like the way those dice rolled that time, but I'm going to stick with it. Nothing else has worked. Nothing else has worked. Here we go, guys. Waiting for Crapsee people. Don't ice the shooter.
Come on, Crapsee. Come on.
Here we go. Dice are
Turn
out.
that shit off so we can play. No, he hadn't published it D8. He's probably going to do it. I'm just guessing February, March.
Up in the mixing bowl. Oh, it rolled off. We got good action off the wall. It was going to be a 6-1. It's a 6-3. The wall helped for a change, Ed. Isn't that something unusual?
I saw that.
I can't throw that shot again. I got lucky. 6-3. Wow. It's going to pay me 140. 140. We'll take the 9 to 200. I get paid in the field as well. Bring something back to the rack. 9's marked. All right. Let's see what's going on over here in Crapsee land. Yes, Frank, it's a 99999. $100 horn high must be the wild turkey betting. I was thinking the same thing, but you know, it's hard to tell there. Jeremy said that on my channel, Ed.
It
All right,
is
here
not.
we go, guys. Dice are out. Dice are out. A little low on the roll. I think that's an ace deuce. It is an ace deuce, 3 craps. Ace
If
deuce,
it was the
3
wild
craps.
turkey, it'd be going wobble 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 wobble. That's it.
All right, you heard the ace deuce, right?
I
Where's
did.
your $100
You hit
horn
it
this
one
time?
Too late. See.
That's what I said. Where's your $100 horn this time? Where
didn't
is your
put it up.
$100 horn? All right. All right, here we go, guys. Looking at the Crapsee people, waiting on you.
That would have been a great parlay if you'd have hit that back to back.
Would be nice. Yeah, it would have been great parlay had you done that. Guys, if you got a question, put it in capital Q, either channel, and we'll pick it up and answer it after the roll or after the hand. And we'll stick around for a little while after the show and answer some questions with Ed, the professional, and me, just a stupid voice. Here we go. Dice are out. No backspin. It's a 4-2-6 market.
Dang. Thought you already got, that ain't, you already, you already got 10 point. But my 300 pays 350.
See, you got me all confused. You played different on my first roll, and now I've rolled terribly, and you're betting bigger.
You told me you were due.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that up there on the screen for you to answer, Ed. It's on your channel. KK, is a 4 SOR considered a DI or a random shooter?
It's worse than random.
That's what I would think. Let's see, it's gonna pay me 140. Let's pay me in this way. 140.
I've seen days I pray for a 4 SRR.
Take this to 150. Bring all these reds back to the rack because I need them. $15
right.
field bet this time. 15, 3, 5, 3, 1.
$75 three-way craps.
Holy cow. Putting the pressure on me, Ed. Putting the pressure on me. Here we go, guys. Dice are out. I didn't want to say it was a good roll before I landed, but that was a purty roll, Ed. It's a hard 4. 2-2.
My 100 pays 200.
My 100 pays 200. I get 15 in the field. I'm going to parlay the field. I'm going to take that 200 back to the rack. I'm taking the 200 to the rack.
I'm pressing the 250. Go ahead.
Well, you go ahead with it. I'm going to bring something back. I'm almost...
I brought my
Not quite.
bet back.
At the start of this hand, I was almost quite halfway down, and because somebody said, "You don't know how to bet a $5,000 bankroll. Let me show you." Welcome, Mad Hatter. So it's not considered a DI. That's correct. It's not considered a DI shooter. I would think not.
We are bad tonight.
Yeah. Dice are out. Bud, do you know where that class is? Because the date that you put up there is also the date of the Crapsee
It's
in
in
Las
Biloxi.
Vegas. It is
It's
in
in
Biloxi.
Biloxi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dice are out. That was a beautiful roll. It's a frontline winner. It's a 6-4-10.
Yes, sir, it
The 10
is.
came easy.
Yes, sir.
All right, get it marked up. Get it marked up. That's 200 and a quarter for me. Oh, I get paid in the field $30. Should I? No, I'm not going to parlay that. That's a little too greedy. Just a little too greedy. $10 over there. We'll pull the field up until after we have a new point established. 6-5-6-4 on the come out. Anybody placing a horn bet?
KK wants to know if I'm random or if I'm a DI. I'm a random shooter. Totally
I would
random.
disagree. I would disagree with that. You can be at times, but I've seen some miracles. Too often, I would say. I shouldn't call them miracles because that sounds like we're pushing the realm there. But I've seen too many things with Ed and his friends, too many, to be a non-believer. Believe it or not. Dice are
I
out.
said I was a random.
Left eye was high. It's a 5-1-6. We already had the 6 back on the 6 up here. Little push with
Can you
my
have another
thumb then.
10?
No.
Oh, wait till you have to.
It's a 5-1-6 mixer. 5-1-6 mixer. All right. So let's see. I'll bring 100 in the odds down below. Use 50 back here. And 6 is marked. 5, 3, 1.
420 on the 6.
So guys, we just hit the hour mark being live. We're going to probably roll out for about another half hour, and then we'll take some questions, you know, a one-on-one with Ed at the table, where you can actually see him and his wild turkey.
Thou shalt not see my wild turkey.
Oh, well, the heck with you then. You keep your wild turkey to yourself. Here we go, guys. Dice are out. Push the button, nothing happened. There we go. That was a beautiful roll, Ed. It's an 8. It's a 628. I got a big bounce on that 6. I'm not exactly sure.
300 pays 350.
Yeah, it does, but I don't have that much on it, bragger. Hey, Demon Dog, how are you? Welcome to the show. We're dual streaming both channels.
I'm racking the 350.
That pays me 175. 175. I will take that to 210. I'm gonna rack a little bit of something, try to get some of my money back. Chris on Demon Dog, we're playing with a $5,000 bankroll, sort of what we did Tuesday night. But
not anymore.
Oh, you're not playing with? Oh, yeah, you're right. Neither one of us are playing with a $5,000 bankroll. But we're trying to bet like we had a $5,000 bankroll. That's what we thought. Let's see. All that, Frank, this comes from my channel. Ed, I'll let you answer that question. Doesn't practice make perfect? He says that all the time on my channel. See?
No, it does not. Not if you don't practice correctly. It does not.
That is correct. Yep. Thank you. Here you go, 3531. That's a low roll. Hard 8. Smart pair. Big bounce back on that one. It was a low roll. It was under the broomstick that time, Ed.
You're going to make me press it this time, aren't you?
You can do what you want to do with it. We'll say 210 pays 240. I'll pay myself 250 for 10. We'll take it to 300. 10. We'll take that to 3. Rack this back up, and we'll see what happens.
Well, let's go from 300 to 420 is all.
Arnell, good point. Very good point there, Arnell. Arnell says they're showing us how not to bet. Cage just showed up, Ed.
Oh dear, I gotta step it up.
Absolutely no heat. And hell, look, there it is. Absolutely no heat in Laughlin. There you go. We got a question from KK again that we'll hit here in just a second. Let me go ahead and get this next roll out. Dice, you're out. $516. Ed, they're staying married in the air. I'm getting horrible action off the wall. Next time I throw, can you see if I'm landing too far back?
What'd you hit?
Winner.
6.
516, yeah,
hit
for
the
my
6?
winner. I hit the 6, yes, I did.
That pays me 500 for 10.
Well, I wish I could get paid that much, but I can't, because I don't have that much. You do have 10 times odds to play with.
And I'm not using pass line.
Oh, okay. 516.
I didn't want my chips being away.
That is a frontline winner. All right, let's see. The question, where did it come from? The question is setting the dice with the 5s on top, hard 10, puppy paws, advantage to roll a 7. I'll let you answer that. Right now my Crapsee's frozen up, guys, so you're going to have to give me a second on the Crapsee. Not sure if it's stuck or not.
You double pitch top and bottom, it's really easy to hit a 7.
Yep. So
same thing with 3s on top or 2s on top. It don't matter, dude. 6s on top. You double pitching top and bottom, you're gonna roll a 7 if you got the same numbers on top.
Yeah, but you know, some people double pitch, so they change their set to reflect that, and I think that's what makes it a lot different when you have somebody helping you learn the dice.
Yeah, you got the.
And just because I say I'm going to throw this 3-5, 3-1, and you watch me, and then all of a sudden you say, Jeff, that should really be a 3-5, 1-5 or something. You're watching what I'm doing makes sense for the way that I'm throwing it. Not every set works for the same person, and that's what I try to tell people over and over. Just because it works for one doesn't mean it works for another. All right, we're coming out. I'm going to throw this on the come out as well, Ed. Tell me, I'll let you know if I feel mechanically good, but I think I'm landing too far back. They split in the air. It's a 3-1-4.
It didn't look too bad.
Yeah, they were. Left die was higher than the right, but yeah, 3-1-4. We're back out on the 4. I got $100 out there. We'll
they were
here.
separated. I could tell they were separated.
Yeah, right. 3-1-4. How many times have I hit that 6? 3 times. Not sure where to take it.
Mad Hatter says Riverside and Edgewater has no more die setting. He lives out that way, I think.
Where's that doesn't have dice setting?
In Laughlin, and Riverside and Edgewater, it says he says, and I think he lives out there.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's not ice the shooter. Waiting on Crapsee. Waiting on Crapsee.
Put my Mac hat on. What I need to do.
Is that the rally cap or is that just the Mac hat?
It could be a rally cap.
All right, here we go. Dice are out. Oh, that was a horrible throw. That's a bad number, too. Son of a gun. At least we got in the double digits, but damn it. 4-3-7. The left die was 4 or 5 inches higher than the right die. Oh, my goodness. 4-3-7. 4-3-7. That gives me a 13 roller, Ed. Not enough for me to recover what I've lost.
See, we're showing people that betting big numbers across can be very deadly.
Sure, kid. I'm going to do it again on you.
Of course you are.
No, I went too heavy on that one time. I will admit you had a 3 roller. That hurt me. Hurt me big. Let me get set up on my action here.
I'm so random. I'm so random, man.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let me check Crapsee.
I'm gonna go brand new sharp dice. I'm throwing brand new sharp dice now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this might be a disaster. Last time you showed us that, it was a disaster. I think you're doing it. I think you're doing it just to keep my 13 on top. Oh my gosh, you got to do better than a 13, Ed. That's all I got to tell you. This could be the last shooter till we head to the question and answer.
You want me to change the worn out smooth dice? Or you want me to change the small dice?
I
got like 5,000.
No, I want you to do what you want to do. I want you to do what you want to do.
Practicing like you play.
Yeah, we're out, and we got another question we'll answer here in a bit.
Hard 8.
Hard 8. Let's mark it up there for a Crapsee. Guys, my Crapsee has started to creep a little bit on me. I'm trying to stay ahead of it so that you guys can't post bet, but here in the last couple of minutes, it's been really slow.
Forgot to put a pass line down.
That's all right. It's the Robinson Casino. You can do what you want.
Really?
Yes, you can.
Oh, my money back.
You can have that too if you want. Did you pass go? Did you collect $200? In this case, it might be $2,000. I got a feeling you're going to do a lot of hard ways. I'm going to come out here with just a little hard way bet, parlay everything that happens on it.
I'm going quarters on all the hard ways myself.
All right. Arnell, Durcell, Carolina Brian, Roger, and Blue Jay, all 1,000 plus with Dice Grinder and Durcell around the $6 grand mark. Dice are out when you're ready, Ed.
639.
639. Was the point an 8 or a 6? What do you show the point as? An 8?
8.
Yeah.
Hard 8.
Yeah.
Hard 8.
Yeah, you're right. I did it backwards. I'll just switch it around. All right. Currently, we have 6 YouTubers live at the moment. 6 different YouTube channels live at the moment. Craps channels at that is what I'm talking about. Wow. 639 is going to pay me 140. What's that?
I said that many?
Yep.
Well, there's 200 and something of them, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say there. Take that to 200. Bring this back to the rack. Mark that up. Hardways are up. All right, guys. Arnell just pushed over 7,500. Durso on his tail of 5,800. All right, Ed, the dice are out.
Hard 4.
Hard 4. 2-2. Let's hit it.
You know what that means?
That's gonna pay me 200 plus my hard 4. We're gonna parlay the whole thing.
Yeah.
$10 each on each number, and it's only gonna cost me an extra 5. All right.
All right, so I'm pressing all the hard ways to 50.
God, I got mine at 15.
I'm going to 250 on the 4. $100 in the rack.
Oh, we just had another one just go live. The Fish in the Sea just went live too. Holy cow.
Who?
Fish in the Sea. You'll get it in a minute. Dice are out when you're ready, Ed.
I'm thinking tuna.
You're close.
426.
426. You got grandkids? You ever watch the movie Finding Nemo?
Been a long time.
That's your hint, by the way. It's going to pay
Yep.
me 150 for 10.
300 pays 350.
I'm going to 210 on the 6. Mark the 6 over here. It's a hard 6. Hard 6 comes down. We'll go back up just for a nickel on the hard 6.
Same bet on the $300 6.
All right. Let's see here. 44 and 44. Cool beats. Dice are out, Ed.
Oh, big hop up. 617.
Oh,
That dice right there.
no.
You see that dice? Flat dice must have flew up 2 foot off the table when it hit.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I was checking a few things out. 617. Ed, do you want to call this show here since, well, there's so many going live? We'll take some questions from them, or do you want to shoot again? You started it.
I ain't worried about nobody else. Let's play.
Okay, I'll go ahead and shoot the dice then. We did want to take some questions and answers. Just so you guys know, every time Ed says, I got to get up early, I don't want to go past 2 hours, and we usually do.
All right, I'll play a pass line on you. 10, 5, 10.
Let's come over here. So out of the 8 channels, only one other channel has as many as us 2 combined. But they all got the right to do what they want to do. For those of you that are staying with me and Ed, we appreciate your support. Some of you are probably like me and do a little bit of triple streaming. Quarter over there.
Well, you probably like me and don't watch no damn bio.
It doesn't bother me what people do. I don't beg
Well,
for
me
viewers.
either. That's why I said I don't watch nobody. There's 200 something channels out there. How in the hell am I going to keep up with it?
I got you. But let's see here. There are, but the people that are with us,
I will take a
appreciate it.
minute to plug. I will take a minute to plug my show, and I'll do it shamelessly as well.
Okay.
Sunday
Yeah, you
night,
go ahead.
6:30
Help
Central.
yourself.
Sunday night,
Help
6:30
yourself.
Central. We got Gargoyle.
Should be an
We
excellent
got
show.
Gargoyle on Sunday night, 6:30 Central. And it'll be over well before y'all's Craps Chat show.
Okay. Thanks you for pushing the Craps Chat. Sunday night, CGTV, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Before that, head right here, Roll to Win Craps, and check out Gargoyle on Tales of the Table. We've got a vote to keep it going, and a vote this is the best content so far. Ed, how about that? 18 still in Crapsee. Here we go. Dice are out. All right. Here we go. Let's go. There's a yo ho ho with a bottle of rum, yo lovin'.
Well, thank you, because I got a $25 world bet.
Oh, well, I don't. I got a quarter on it. Got to come back up on my craps
And I'm
bet
pressing
for
for 50.
10. All right. Let's mark it up for the people in Crapsee. All right. We're approaching the 50 roll mark.
And we suck.
That's all right.
I'm looking at the
Like you
numbers.
said,
I'm looking
you
at the
don't-
stat.
Well, we do. And you really want to look at a stat page, I'd have to hit your audio on. I don't want to ice the shooter. I'll come back to that when we get done with it. We'll
We ain't
put that
worried
up there
about
before we move
I'm
on.
looking at the SRR. I know we suck.
I like Arnell. We need Arnell's sound effect. You suck. All right. Waiting on the Crapsee folks. Here we go. Dice are out. Well, we had a question I got to go back to from KK. Oh, that's a short
You're
roll.
making fun of me.
538. Well, it's going to be an 8. 8, I said. Oh, what do I do? I have shot this. This is terrible. I don't have enough. Yes, I do. I'll need them on that one. Basically 330 on the inside, 50 on the 4 and 10 with a wing and a prayer. Oh, I didn't push the submit button for you guys at Crapsee. Sorry, apologize. Oh my goodness.
I'm down
Crazy
$2,000.
times. How much?
2,000.
All right, guys in Crapsee, waiting on you guys. Let me set the dice, come back, and I'll push the button. All right, here we go. Dice are out. Oh, it's a bad roll. It's a yo again. I don't have anything on it. Not a thing. What a wasted roll. Wasted roll. Already marked. Damn it. When you got that kind of money out there, I consider that a wasted roll.
Especially when you've already hit it once.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly my point. Oh my goodness. Oh. Man, oh man. Jen says she's looking forward to Sunday. She set sail on the high seas, I think, on Monday.
Yeah, I think I read that. Saw that somewhere in chat.
Yep. Yep, here we go. Dice are out. Oh my goodness.
There's a 12. See
Missed
a
out.
horn, bet a horn. Did you do it?
Yeah, you're right. I should have stuck a $20 horn out there. Would have been sweet. Would have been sweet. That's
All
a
right,
double
you got
miss.
12. We needed that.
That's a double miss. Double miss.
Jen, I appreciate you watching the show, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
And I probably got 7 or 8 hours at least of unedited video that I've got to put out the next 2 months.
You better get to work. You better get to work.
Well, somebody wanted to play live tonight, so
On top, Dice Grinders, Duracell, Skill, Roger, and Tony, all in good figures. And we also have above 1,000, Kevin and Tony, above $1,000 profit. And we must be betting this $5,000 bankroll wrong or something.
we're betting the wrong side.
Shoo! You saw it, you heard it. I didn't like it. We got lucky on that 3 die. 639. Finally got paid on something. Holy cow! I'm
That
afraid
pays
to
me
keep the money out there.
$210. That pays me $210.
Well, it doesn't pay me that much. It pays me 105. I'm going to take it to 150.
I'm going to 250.
And, oh my goodness.
Playing it like a $15 table with zeros.
That's what you told me earlier, and now I'm all screwed up. Holy cow, Jen, you better not tell people that. I'm not even going to put that on the screen. Whew.
I already read it.
Holy cow. What cruise again are you going on, Jen? What's your cabin number?
Don't say it, Jen. Do not say it.
She knows I wasn't meaning it. Another bad roll. Hard 4. Finally something on the downtown side. Finally something on the downtown side. It's going to pay me 100. I'll take it to 100.
We got nothing on it.
What?
I'm just inside.
I got you. The way we're throwing, I wouldn't even be on the inside. I'd probably be sitting at the bar drinking a bourbon, which I don't drink.
Well, I'm doing that too.
I know that. But you got to practice. Arnell just pushed over 7,000. Duracell just pushed over 6,000. My Crapsee is slowed down to a crawl. Here we go.
I had a good number on 4.
No, I think it might be doing a update or a virus check scan. Here we go. Oh, that's a bad roll. Ace deuce 3 craps.
You needed that too.
Yeah, but I don't have nothing on it. I don't run no high horn or nothing.
You're gonna make me do it, aren't you?
I'm not saying anything. I'm trying to concentrate on the dice.
All right, I got a horn bet.
Ooh, wow. You're right, Arnell. You're exactly right. You got to pick the ones you want to watch. We appreciate everybody that's still here with us, including the 18 in Crapsee.
There's James Ryle. Hello, James.
Am I missing something? I don't see that. Did I miss somebody?
I think I pronounced his last name correct. I don't know.
It hasn't shown up on my end. Last chat I
I'm
got
just
is from
watching
Jen
mine.
on your channel. It's a beautiful roll, Ed. I didn't want to say anything, but we're out. Yep, up there in that damn mixing bowl. Those things stay
Is that
married
a 4
together.
up there?
Yep,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
4-3. Again, 4-3. All mine have been 4-3 except for one of them. One of them.
That's why I was inside, I guess.
Well, it is what it is. So that's depressing for me. As a matter of fact, I may just produce the show and hang my dice throwing up tonight. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Let me go ahead and put that in here for these Crapsee people.
Oh, I don't do that. You still got money in your rack?
Yeah, I got money in my rack. That's why I'm not worried about that. I'm not throwing horrible. I'm below. I'm below 3,000. Lost 3,000. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 21, 32 out of 5,000. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, I still have my screen up there. Let's switch over to your screen. All right. Oh, James. Yeah, JR's here. That's Pops over in Craps Nation, Ed. It finally showed up on mine. We're ready when you are.
Six, 4, 10.
6, 4, 10.
We've hit a lot of tens tonight.
We have hit a lot of tens. Not as many as you think. This is only going to be the 5th one. But if you consider out of 54 rolls, we've hit 5 tens. That is considerable.
I got to break a purple for the first time.
You break a purple, and I'm bringing out 1,200. Oh my goodness. Crazy, crazy way to play here. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2.
We've had better nights, you know.
We have.
I might have had worse.
Yes, we probably both have done that as well, but we got the viewers still here. They're liking what they're seeing, I suppose. Hell, I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, dice are out when you're ready.
Hard 6.
Hard 6. Double Degen, that's known as. 3, 3.
I have
Hard
no idea.
6. Yep. That's what it is.
300 pays
Double
350.
Degen. It most certainly does on my table too. $350. Did you change any of your bets? Where'd you take your 6 to? 420 or higher?
I'm gonna go to 420.
That's what I was doing too. Because I'm on dire straits here on this Ed. I can tell you that my bankroll is not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, I got 4 purples left, and whatever I just took off the table. So
Joel makes a good point. We enjoy the show, but it's a horror flick for most of us. We can take the criticism. We love it. Skill just went on top of Duracell and dice grinders.
I just threw the dice and hit the point. So there you go, 6-4.
There you go. Sorry. What was it again?
6-4.
All right, mark it up.
All right, so let me show you something.
Show me.
You see that chip right there?
Which chip? Yep.
That's a purple chip.
Ah.
That pays a banana chip.
Wow. Well, I have 300 at odds, so I get a purple chip and a black chip on the odds. I told you I stuck 1,200 and some out there.
Yeah.
I got to get 10 on the craps bet. We'll be coming back out. That was the point. That was the point. Waiting on them.
I'm gonna hop the tens for $25 each.
Yeah. Hop in the 10s for 25 each. Should I follow the shooter? Maybe a little lower. I'll hop the 10s for 10 each. We'll follow the shooter. Hop in the 10s for 10 each. And the dice are out. Yes, Durso, I know that. There's a couple other people that have reballed as well. Good evening, Dusted. Hey, Mel.
325.
I thought that was going to be another double D. 325 market. A couple more people have joined us. 325, the points to 5. I'll just bring that 200 down
Placing
as
on 10
odds.
250.
I'm going to place my 10 for 150 because that's all I know. I got enough to go there. I'm going to go 150 on the 10. All right. Hey, Troy, welcome. Dusted, Mel, JR, Marble, welcome to the show. Dice are out.
Whoa, big hop. You know what happens when you get a big hop?
Uh-oh. Tell me it ain't so.
They land them too short.
6-1?
6-1.
All right. 6-1. Ed, I am tired and I don't really want to shoot again.
That's good. We're good.
But we can take some questions. Some people just got here. We'll answer some questions. I'm pulling all my bets off the table and just pushing them off to the side. I'm going to tell everybody I murdered that $5,000 bankroll. I have 1,200, 13, 14, 50, 60. I murdered it. I have 14, 50, 60, 1467 out of a $5,000 bankroll left. I'll real quick switch to my table so that everybody can see that. I'll sit back down and we'll talk to Ed. There's my table right there. Arnell actually wound up on top on that one. So I'm readjusting myself.
I got $3,030 left.
Well, you did better than I did.
Well, I had that $500 odds on that 10, see?
That's right. That's right. You did. You did. All right, guys. So we got one question we're going to hit up. If you have any other questions for Ed or myself, please ask away. We certainly will get you there. Let's see. Ed, you're going to switch his camera over too.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll switch us around.
All right, we'll switch over. I'm going to go over here and check the chats here.
Mouse.
Well, if you got to find your mouse and you ain't got a cat, oh, you're talking about that mouse.
Yeah, I gotta find I gotta find the right setup too. Y'all look at it.
Nice camera you got there. Uh-oh, yep. Nice video. You'll get there sooner or later.
I don't think you're gonna have to worry about me. I don't have the right camera set up for it.
That's all right. We're here. We did have a question. I'm going to back up to it. It was from KK again. It's been quite some time again. But if anybody has a question, please ask it again. Let's see. This is going back to that DI question again. Ed, I got to turn this off first before I display that.
KK tore up about that.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's learning. So he says, who decides that a shooter... What's that?
Is he new to the game?
I don't think so. He's been around in the chats. Maybe he is new to the game. Honestly, I don't know. But he says, who decides that the shooter is a DI on a random shooter? Is it the personal perspective, or does it have to come from someone who believes they're a DI shooter? Oh, my God. Let me take a stab at this one first, Ed, then you can answer for real. Everybody that sets the dice thinks that they're a DI, and we know that they're not. So, Ed, we'll go back to your answer, and I'm sure you're going to do something about qualified the shooter. Have at it.
You want me to talk about qualifying the shooter?
No, his question.
Don't ever bet on me.
Well, his question, I'll put it back up there. Who decides the shooter's a DI? Personal perspective? Who decides the shooter's a DI? Yep. Is it personal perspective, or does it come from someone who believes they're a DI shooter? I answered it that everybody sets the dice thinks they are. I don't claim to be. But that's the answer. I answered it, everybody thinks they are, but I'm sure you're going to have something in there with what qualifies a shooter. Maybe you can talk about your perfect hand and about what you think. Go ahead. I'll stop talking. Shut up, Jeff.
I don't know who decides that. I mean, that's what the question was. Who decides? Personal perspective or what? So, right? I mean,
Yep. Yep.
that's I don't want, I don't want to give any smart aleck answers. So, um, everybody has short rolls, and some people have long rolls, even if they're just chunking. There's
Right.
variance. There's variance in the game, and it's very hard. It's very hard to get an edge on any casino game, whether you're counting blackjack cards or whether you're doing this. But when you're on, and if you are a DI, whether you are in your own mind or somebody else's mind, you take advantage of the edge that you have at that moment during the variance of the game.
Very good answer.
Uh, you know, a lot of people don't practice. I've been throwing dice for many years, trying to become a DI. And there are many people far better than me. I've played with them. But there have been times that I pulled their ass out of a hole. So, you want me to work on my camera angle a little bit, or are you going to zoom
No,
me out now?
I'm letting you talk. I'm doing it for you. Best that I can get you.
Yeah, you got it. So, um, the only way to find out if you've got any kind of influence on the dice is to track your rolls over thousands of rolls. And the average hand, they say, I don't know who counts it, but they say the average hand runs about 8 rolls, and that's average. So that means there's a lot of twos and threes and ones in there. And anybody who's good can have bad days, bad hands, bad sessions. And if you're too hard headed to recognize that you're not throwing well, then you end up destroying a bankroll just like us two did tonight for fun playing with Monopoly money. Right?
Correct.
I've seen times when I couldn't throw dice through a barn door in the morning and then come back later on in the afternoon and hit the ATS twice in a row. Do I have influence? I don't know. I tend to think I do, but that's me.
Well, we'll
Because
follow
I
this up with
know.
this. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just
No,
saying we'll
go ahead with the
follow.
next one.
No, KK has a follow up to his question. Ed said he's a random shooter. I'm a random shooter. What are you, Jeff? With me, I'm a controlled shooter. I believe with what Arnell just said, but I actually qualify the shooter at the table. I know people that are. I'm more confident extending that average roll of 6 to 8, and I believe Ed is one of them. I've seen it. I've been there. Some of Ed's friends are the same way. So I think you have to qualify the shooter, and I'm gonna put Arnell's comment back up here. He says, "I believe in controlled shooting, not the eye, or maybe it's just some luck, some luckier than others." And he kind of laughed it off at the end. But Arnell, I've seen you shoot. You had a. Go ahead.
No, well, go ahead because you've seen him shoot. I hadn't.
I saw him shoot. He hit a 5-point fire bet and bailed me out of a big hole in Atlantic City a month ago. So, but I like Arnell's
Please
answer.
put on the blockchain.
I like his answer. Duracell's he put it up as a question: is it better to call yourself an advantage craps player or a DI?
Does it matter? I mean, I'm not being facetious to Duracell, but I mean, does it really matter? Because I mean, what you are is you're either practiced a controlled toss or you haven't practiced a controlled toss. That's going back to what Arnell said. And there's a gazillion tosses out there that you can practice and become proficient at or not.
But Ed, wouldn't you say that an advantage craps player may not be good at shooting dice, but they may be better at betting? Would that make them an advantage?
Honestly, yeah, but it really means they're experienced. They've got great table recognition, and they also know how to bet, and they got the kahunas to do it when it's right. So I mean, there's a lot involved with being a bettor. You know,
I'm not laughing
a
at you.
lot.
I'm laughing at what Duracell put up here because he's wondering if the wild turkey has taken over. He says, since when has Ed not wanted to give a smart aleck answer? Where is the real Ed? Will the real Ed Robinson please step forward? What have you done with him tonight?
Look,
That's a good one, Matt. That's a good one. And
I've been,
KK says that.
I'm trying. I'm really trying to change the world by changing my personality. How's that for a smart ass answer?
But we like your personality, Ed. We don't want you to change. Don't change for other people. Change because you want to change. Is what I tell people. That's what
Hell,
I
I
tell
don't
people.
give a shit. But you know, KK was asking serious questions, and I'm trying to give him a polite answer. Okay. Nah, well, I mean, it can be, Jeremy. I mean, I like empty tables, but they don't stay empty long when I get on them. I don't know why, but they don't.
Oh, you're right. Especially the morning coffee runs. It's like people know when you're in town or you're somewhere, or they've seen you, and the next thing you know, they overhear talking. Look what happened to us in Biloxi. We talked about it at the end of a crap session, and we had 3 guys show up in the morning that we played with the night before. They finally introduced themselves to us and said, "You guys are really doing well. What's your secret?"
Yeah, I mean, I cannot emphasize enough. I mean, I've worn out 3 felts with hard surface and bouncy surface tables down here in my garage, and now I have this. So, I mean, when you're wearing holes in your felts, you're doing a lot of practice. I got to replace this. I have beat the underlayment on this bouncy end down here until it's pulverized and not bouncy down there anymore. It doesn't even sound like it's got underlayment under it. I need to take time to change it. But for years, I practiced 2 to 3 hours a night, basically every night, except maybe Friday night when I go out to dinner or something. And I practiced 30 to 45 minutes every morning before I'd go to work, so I could practice playing in the morning.
That's a lot of time.
And that's all every day.
Yeah.
Or the mornings were 5 days a week. The mornings were 5 days. And you do that for 3 years.
I'm going to ask you, for how long?
3 to 4 years. I still practice. I don't practice as much as apparently after tonight. I need to practice more, right? But one of the things that I do, and I'm going to admit this to all those Crapsee players out there, when we do these lives, I never threw any of my regular sets. I did not throw a single set that I normally throw. Okay? I was practicing with different sets tonight just to see if the outcomes would be what I thought they might or might not be, And that's maybe not fair, but y'all don't know what they're throwing at a real table anyway. So Arnell and D8 or whoever it was that killed the Crapsee numbers, they took advantage of what was being tossed. All right. So if I never threw my 2V sets at all tonight, ever. And that's my go-tos. So
speaking of them, you can see that Arnell wound up 8,300 on top, Duracell 61, Dylan 58, Roger 19, Tony 18, Blue Jay 16, and then the other 20-some people not so good. Stewart and Marble Fork wound up on the positive side.
I don't know what skill played, but I'm going to bet you. I have no idea how Duracell and Arnell play really, really, really play on this kind of thing. But I'm going to assume skill and luck. He probably played his skill 66 style of play at a higher level and reduced down with that big of a bankroll. I'm going to assume that, and it paid off very well for him if that's what he did. But whatever all those guys did that were in the green, they did really good. You and I, we made fools of ourselves betting across and all that other stuff. And so that's kind of the point. When you say, I never, almost never, I'll rephrase that, almost never go across on all those box numbers, especially early on. It's a tragedy waiting to happen, and we saw that tonight. Train wreck.
Yeah, we did. We did see it. So we've talked about that. I'm going to put up a question here from Dustin because I don't know that it comes with us, but an advantage player is an advantage player the same as a house player? And I'm not sure where he's coming from the terminology. Dustin's played this game as long as you have. Ed, do you understand that part of it since we're talking about that?
I have no idea what a house player is.
Yeah, so I don't either. Dustin,
an advantage player is someone who has a slight. An advantage player is someone that has the capability of reducing the house edge on the game at that point. That's what an advantage player is.
I like it.
And I don't know what a house player is. That's what an advantage player is.
Right. So staying with the question, KK is trying to get educated here tonight. He put something in there about Las Vegas a little while ago. So what is a controlled shooter? I think a controlled shooter is somebody that is attempting to be as rhythm as they can, setting the dice, trying to do everything mechanically from the moment they set the dice to the dice hit the back table. What is your definition of a controlled shooter?
Well, a controlled shooter is someone who consistently has two or three things going on. I mean, obviously they got a good grip, they got good flight, but they're also hitting their landing zone consistently. So they're a good tosser at that point. To become a good shooter, you need to have some strings of repeater numbers. And we never put that together tonight. I mean, we had a couple and that was it. We didn't have any, we didn't have any of those hands where you have 5 or 6 eights or 12 eights. All that kind
Let's take a look at the numbers. Let's take a look. There it is on your screen before you. I mean, look at the 8s. Look, the 5s. Both 5s and 9s are our signature numbers. 9s overperform, but for those people who's never seen this before, that's the KPI. The blue is what we threw. The red is what would be expected. You can see the graph. We never hit aces tonight. Today on my daytime show, I had 5 aces in 5 rolls, Ed. And, you just never know. The highest roll was me with 13 and the lowest roll.
Wow. So,
yep, 5 aces.
But again, there's 2 or 3 things involved when you're doing these crazy shows like we're doing. And I'm not making excuses because we shot poorly. But again, I'm going to say I did not use any of my sets I normally use. I was practicing different sets tonight. And I generally do when I go on live. I probably shouldn't. The other thing is, the stuff that's going on a broadcast and the things that we got going on, and we're waiting on a bunch of people to make imaginary bets on some kind of application called Crapsee. None of that shit's going on in a damn casino. You got women with big bosoms coming to offer you drinks and shit like that, but you ain't got this other shit. Yeah, so you can't get in a rhythm doing a broadcast, whether you're doing it by yourself or whether you're waiting, if you're waiting on and you're being your own stick man, you're being your own dealer, and then you're waiting on Crapsee folks to turn on a green light, whatever the hell that means. I've never been in Crapsee, don't care to be in it. It ain't the same. But Arnell is correct. Bet the ones that are hitting, and take the ones down that don't. Unfortunately, we didn't have time. We didn't have enough time tonight to find out which ones were hitting.
Yep. You're exactly right. But that was our last show, betting the trends. I'll leave that up there for another 20 seconds. But that's exactly right. Arnell is right. Arnell's a good player. I'm gonna put this up here by Snake Eye Craps. I've been watching some of his content here lately. I don't want to sound condescending or sarcastic, but I think what Ed might be saying is that we just think we might know what we are doing. Then comes a random roller who comes and rolls a 50 hand. And that is true. Ed, we've said it all the time. Our biggest rolls at the table that we see the longest don't come from a controlled shooter or DI. It's that random old lady that comes up and shakes and bakes and shoves it down there.
Yeah, and then you stand there and don't bet on her, right?
Correct. That's exactly right. That's why you got to go back to what Arnell just said. That's why, that's exactly
and you know
why
what
you got to
they
go
call
back.
that. You know what they call that, right?
What's that?
Tuma.
Tuma. Explain, Lucy.
Tuma.
Oh,
Thumb up my ass.
Yep.
So if you stand there with your thumb up your ass, not betting on somebody who's throwing numbers, not only are you being stupid, you might as well just go to the bar.
That's what happened to John. That's what happened to John and me when I told you about that 54 roller that Adam had, who was setting the dice. Hell, we missed the first 5 4s and 10s in that hand before we jumped on it.
I've seen it, and I've bet them, and I've not bet them. I've done the one hit can't miss, and ended up with a $500 four. I mean, you got to be there, and you got to be ready to pounce on it. So,
yes, that's true.
I don't have
that is true. All right, guys, I'm going to call for the last questions here. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark, so if you got a question for Ed or me, go ahead and ask. There was a question here, Ed. I got to back up. They didn't form it in a form of a question. I'm going to back up. You answered Jen's. Here we go. Roger wants to know. Oh, I got me. Let me kill mine. There we go. It fell down. Ed, are you planning another Brownwater Bash next year?
Not yet. I'm not. How's that for a nasty answer? Not yet. Well, I'm not. But I have people. We'll see.
I have people, Ed, they ask me all the time, are we going to hold another Mid-Atlantic Craps combination Craps Nation meetup like we did in April? I had 45 people come. You had 28 people. The demand on the host, not the host service, the casino host, but on the host that's putting it together is really high. My hat, which they don't have on, goes out to people like Jeremy from Color Up who holds those meetups because he's got a whole team behind him that are planning those type of meetups. Brian from Hawaii Crap Shooters just got done with his premiere with his DiceCon video. It just ended. I know I've talked to Brian and what he did out there with Jeremy. Those guys that put the content together and bring those people together. Ed, you and I both know that the demand on your attention while you're at one of those events is high. And then you have the people that you didn't know were coming that showed up anyway and to talk to you. And you and I were both respectful and polite. We talked to everybody that came up to us, me at my meetup, me at your meetup, and you at your meetup.
I tried to. I hope I did.
Yeah, I think you did. We made some good friends. There's people that sub to our channel, but we didn't ask them to sub, but they're here. But they continue to communicate with us, and they show up in our lives. They show up, comments in our videos.
I think about that guy that was at the end of the table when we were in Biloxi in February. I don't know. I can't remember his name. But I wonder from time to time if he's still out there. Do you?
I have not seen him since the first live we did in the chat, if it's the one that you're talking about, but I have not seen any comments from him. But he was a very enthusiastic craps player who was fascinated by your role, the passing of the dice from Clay to you, and I believe when it came back around, Ed had Mark had a nice roll too.
We set that table on fire there for a little while, and then we got smart and colored up.
Yeah, that's correct. That's exactly what we did.
That's
and just
when
like
I got on one of those hardway runs.
Right.
I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but you get on those kind of runs. Honest to God, I still do bone tracker on occasion, and so I started a bone tracker book over the weekend, I guess, sometime 5 or 6 days ago. And 50% of my first 72 rolls were crazy, off the charts. If I could share my screen, I would. But you know, my most dominant number was a hard 4 for like, and I probably threw 15 of them in that first 72 rolls.
15 hard fours and 72. Wow.
Do what? That was a
15.
lot. It was stupid. Now, so that was a variant. That was a variance that occurred that I can't count on in real life. But if I start seeing it and I'm throwing that set, it's stored right here. If I can find it in those cobwebs, I'll be betting it. I'm about, they asked a while ago, KK's asking questions, right? So, and this is not all that fantastic. I'll be honest with you. I think my toss has changed up for some reason. I probably haven't practiced enough. But I've got like 320 rolls logged. Now, I had to skip a couple of days. I didn't even log any last night, not logging any tonight. I was interviewing somebody last night for the show. 50% of my throws are not sevens, right? I mean, how do I phrase that? The highest facial 7 was 53 down the line out of all the possibilities.
Interesting.
So, so that's good to know on that particular set, right? Now,
correct.
I go back up and look at the top, and I want to see what my most dominant facial numbers are off that set. 9.
I would believe that.
So, all right. But, I tend to lean in that direction because I'm looking for 5 and 9 sets to use in Biloxi.
Correct.
And I got in a big ass argument with Garrison the other night between me and him, but I'll let y'all know about it. And he come on one of my shows in the comment section and started doing a big ass commercial. And I told him to F off and quit doing commercials on my channel because he should go back to Facebook where I've got him blocked 1,000 times, and him and all his sock puppets. Now, don't mean I don't like him, but God almighty, you ain't got to advertise on every freaking time you post something. But, he's trying to tell me that I don't need to know 576 dice sets. And he's 100% correct, but he makes fun of the fact that there's that many, and we talk about it. All I need to know is 4 or 5 of those 576 sets. And there's 21 of them that's got the same 7s over and over and over and over. So that's what you got to know. And you don't know that until you practice and get your toss refined and log it and run it.
Well,
that's the only way you're going to know.
Yeah, with Garrison, I've talked to him for many hours, and he's 6 sets for the do's and 6 sets for the don't in a book, and he's a nice guy, and he knows the game. But I frown upon those people that come on to my lives or my comments and are trying to push something that because they're a YouTuber, their own agenda. I don't mind somebody that's trying to give advice or giving me the dice set to use or some type of something, or they see me doing mechanically wrong. I don't mind that. But to come on to a channel like some of these YouTubers do and sell and ask for subscribers and try to sell a book, I do have a problem with that. I don't want to get on my soapbox here because I've not been drinking tonight, but Ed, you and I talk about it all the time. So I'm going to call the last call for questions. I'm going to let Ed have his final words. His friend there, Stent Placer, just showed up. You didn't miss anything tonight. Tell him, Ed. Tell Stent Placer he didn't miss anything.
Somebody said if we was a movie, you'd have tears.
Horror movie. Let me see if I can find that one.
It was a horror movie. It was a horror movie. But
it was a.
it's good for people to see that instead of bullshit on Facebook where people fix
Right.
stuff all the time.
That I was going to wind up. You took the words right out of my mouth.
You weren't going to say it like that, though. You're going to be polite. Well, I'm going to tell you what, 99.9% of what you see on YouTube is bullshit.
Well, I've said that here
My opinion.
recently.
My opinion. Yeah,
Yeah.
you had a little moment. I was proud of you.
Yeah.
I'd buy you whiskey if you was around here. But,
I'll take you up on it the next time. There it is.
you
Joe,
know,
we enjoyed the show, but the horror flick.
yeah,
That's a horror flick.
yeah, it was a horror flick. It was horror. All right, so the next time we do it, I'll try to shoot better, but I'll try not to work late too. I mean, I called you about an
On the
hour
way
and a
home.
half before the show, and I said, "Man, I'm going to be sliding in the home base. I'm going to be dusty and dirty, and I got to eat, and then I'm going to run downstairs." So that's you get what you get. So in effect, what y'all got was Ed practicing with different sets tonight on a travel day. That's what I felt. I felt like it was a travel day to me when I walked down here. And you don't play good on travel days.
And think about me, Ed. I did. I don't want to sound like a YouTube blank, but I did 3 shows today. One
You
on
are a YouTube
CGTV
blank.
for our friend John. I came out and did my midday Mac, which I've been doing 3-4 times a week, and then I came here. So I probably throw the dice. I'm going to say 200, 300 times today. And when I told you I didn't want to roll anymore, I'm tired. And what did you tell me a year
Yeah.
ago? If you're tired, get yourself a nightcap. Come back in the morning.
That's it. I see.
Yep.
Is that OB? I can't read that from here. Iceman? Dice
Let me put it up
setting,
here.
no different than playing golf. It's a long one.
There it is. Dice setting is no different than playing golf. Some of you get out and create divots in the grass. Grassware, if you put enough time in, you start finding yourself in a green jacket. It's, let's not talk about
tell you what,
athletes and sports,
play
but
golf.
dice setting takes a lot of practice, Ed. And you just told us how much you practice. You answered Jen's question earlier. That's a lot.
Look, I used to play golf a lot, long time ago. I paid my little country club dues, and I went and played 2 or 3 nines in a week in the afternoon in the summer, and I'd play on Saturday, play 18 holes again on Sunday, and the best I could ever get was, I was a bogey golfer, right? I was just a bogey golfer. There ain't nothing wrong with being a bogey golfer. I went down to Florida and got on Diamond Head. I think it was Diamond Head. I think that's what they call it. Down around near the Tampa area. It's a place where,
Not a golfer,
they
but,
play
yeah.
pro golf. They play pro golf and shit down there. I gave my clubs away to the guy that was in my cart at the turn, and I ain't played since. I realized I wasn't any flipping good. Now, when you realize in craps you're not any flipping good, you better learn how to bet.
Exactly.
You
Yep.
better learn how to bet. Because if you go out there and you start betting 110 inside or 640 across, you're going to get your ass whipped. And if you enjoy ass whipping, just let me have your money and I'll whoop you. I'll go get me a hickory stick and I'll whoop your ass for you. Just give me the money.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants an ass whooping there, Ed.
But they going to get one if they go out there and do that a lot. I mean, all right, so look, this is the key thing. One of the key things. If you bet, if you think you have any type of influence, and you bet on random everybody at the table the same way, you ain't gonna have no money in your rack when the dice come back to you. That's a fact. I mean, if
That
you
is
got
a
endless
fact.
pockets, then it don't matter. But I don't go in and I've never, other than a private table, I never bought in with a $5,000 bankroll. And when I did, I didn't play it like we did tonight. I played it like it was, 1,200. So I don't like losing money. So you got to learn how to bet to your advantage if you can't shoot. If you and I'm just telling you, the crap you see on YouTube, stupid.
Yep,
I don't
sort of
care
like
who
what
thinks I
my
insulted. I don't even care who thinks I insulted them because most people don't have the bankroll to bet the way that shit's designed to play.
I totally agree with you, Ed. You know what my video said? I called out the BS, the snake oil, and the people that are just I don't know teaching new people or people that don't have the bankroll. They're betting with their mortgage payment or their tax refund, and it's just crazy. I just think it's just
Look,
it's stupid,
I,
stupid, stupid,
and
stupid. I'm
I
gonna
give
take
you, I give you, I
your
give you a
line.
non-craps. I give you a non-craps example. About 2.5 years ago, I was sitting at the I was at the Paris in Las Vegas, and I had studied hard. I mean, I had gone to Casino Quest and I had watched their roulette. Can't lose. Just going to sit there and grind out and make a bunch of comp tier points. That's all I was trying to do because I didn't want to play craps right then. I just wanted to sit down. I was going to play their system. It was guaranteed to give me a bunch of tier points, and I probably wasn't going to lose nothing and walk away basically even. Lost my whole bankroll betting their shit. Not my whole bankroll, but my whole buy-in on that particular. You know why? They didn't expect you to have zero and double zeros hitting about every fifth roll,
Right.
right? And they did. Now, you tell me if a dealer can't control where that little ball lands, what quadrant that little ball lands. Because I believe they can. And so if you want to be an advantage roulette player, you look at that column and then you try to figure out if that's the same dealer that's been throwing those numbers, those black home. You got to spend, but you look at the and then you figure out how long that. And when they change dealers on that thing, you better cash your ass out and go to the cage, because the next dealer ain't gonna bet it or spin it the same way. It's totally different. And I don't play roulette. I watch it. I look at those columns and I go by and I go, if I was gonna play roulette right now, I'd be betting that and this over here, and that would be it.
Right. Miguel has a good point.
I believe,
It's
I
not
believe they
easy.
have some. I believe they have some influence on how the thing lands. I really do.
Right. Yeah, you mentioned that before, and I don't play that much roulette except when I'm on a cruise ship. But Miguel says not easy to throw well and bet at the same time.
There's a solution for that. Memorize your bets. I say that on all my old videos anyway. It's called, I say practice like you play, play like you practice. Right?
Yep. No, you do.
Look,
That's your out tag.
and what does that really mean, Jeff? What does that mean
What, practice like you
to
play and
you?
play like you practice?
Yeah, what does that mean to you?
I'm gonna tell you. You and I had an off the record conversation over a year ago. You told me, Jeff, don't when you practice at your table, don't practice in bare feet. Don't practice in your socks. Wear a pair of shoes. I do every time I practice. Even in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, I get up and practice. If I'm practicing tired, I don't practice. But you want to be able to play at home or wherever you're practicing at, betting or throwing, the same way that you do. Forget Crapsee, because a lot of people in Crapsee don't. You want to do it the same way you do it when you practice, where you play, and when you're playing and you see the mistakes that you made, bring that back to the practice and correct it. I don't know if I answered that right, Ed, or not, but you've told me an awful lot about having that mental mind, physical being ready to go. And if you're tired, you have no business shooting the dice or even
Right.
playing craps.
Yeah. You know, on the tired part, I can tell when I'm tired by the way my dice land and fly. If both my dice start rolling left, time for me to go to the room, because I'm getting lazy with my wrist and I'm turning my wrist over and they're rolling. All right, so let me show you something.
Well,
Do you think I play in those?
I would think not, but do you?
Never. Never.
Yeah. But that's what
Never.
you're wearing
I had
tonight.
to put these on. I had to throw these on because my wife was cleaning certain rooms in the house and I couldn't get in there to get my regular shoes and socks on. All right. So I'm not wearing my right shoes tonight. Do you think I practice in this golf shirt? I mean, do you think I play in this golf shirt? You ever seen me play in a golf shirt?
No, I have not. It's always a button up with the hat on.
That's not. When I say practice like you play, I mean clothes, socks, shoes, shirts, same style pants, the same flipping belt if you wear a belt. All right. I mean, it's everything. You want everything as identical as when you go and play to the casino as when you practice. If not, all you're doing is defeating the purpose of practice, in my opinion.
No, I
And
would
them damn
agree with
flip
you.
flops might have been the problem tonight. I don't know, but I'm gonna blame them for part of it.
Well,
That
I
and the
mean,
different eyesight.
but in addition to that, you could be in the right frame of mind with all those in play at, and you could still have an off night. You know, it's
Oh,
like you
you can
tell me.
still have an off night.
Well,
Don't get me wrong. You can still have an off night, but if you're going to practice, you need to be practicing like you're at the casino. Now
right.
you can practice. You can have a bad night of practice. You're going to have bad nights at the casino, right? But you need in my opinion, just my opinion. If you're going to play at the casino in t-shirts and flip-flops, then practice in t-shirts and flip-flops. I don't do that. I've got certain pants I wear, and that's what I normally practice in.
You're right.
I got
You
normal shirts I wear, and that's what I practice
yep.
in. All right?
You're right. Yep.
And I wear,
You're
and I've got 3 pairs of shoes for different casinos that I play in. Believe it or not, I do, and I practice in each pair of shoes.
wow. Well, Ed, it's been enlightening tonight. I know that you wear the same clothes. That I should say the same clothes every day, the same style of clothes. But
I do.
you,
I'm boring.
you've taught me a lot in a year and a half. My game has turned around significantly in a year and a half. So
What is
with
somebody
that,
asking there?
do we have a
Blacklight, how
question?
much do you increase?
I don't see a question. Um,
Well, let's see. I'm trying to read up, but the print's awful small. You
yeah, I
must
put the
mean
questions
you
up
hop.
there.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
may be just talking, but
Yeah,
between
Iceman and
themselves.
Miguel are talking back and forth about the sevens. So I think it's about time
Blacklight
for
wants
us.
to know how much. Blacklight asks, how much do you increase your bets?
Oh,
Right?
I did see that one. Yeah, yeah, that one just came up. Yep.
How much do you increase your bets?
You asking me or you asking Miguel? That's Miguel.
I'm asking you.
Oh, what I do my
Because
bets?
Miguel can't talk.
I'm
Yeah.
well today I didn't do it, but typically I'm pressing the bets, but still bringing back some back to the rack.
All right. So the big question always comes up on the 4 and 10 because you can cover a lot of your bets if you've got a 4 and 10 and you hit and it hits. Do you press it or do you collect it? Right? And there's no right or wrong answer to that. If you're in recovery mode, you need to collect the first hit because that pays for maybe the 4 and the 10. If just say you got $25 like we were doing tonight, or $50 and it hits and you got 100, well, that 100 pays for the 4 and the 10. You might as well rack it. That's one way to look at it, right?
Right,
The other way
right.
to look at it is that 4 was the second toss thrown. I'm going to go ahead and press it from 100. I'm going to 250 if I'm at 100, but that's the way I memorize my presses. You could go to anything you want to, right? So you
I
got to
did an
decide where are you at. And a lot of how you press up depends on where you are in the game and maybe how your whole trip is going, or just how the session's going, right? And who you're playing with.
Right. I did an example today on my live show. Adam came on and he said, "Hey Jeff, give me a $35 four," which I did. Hit the four on the second roll, took it right straight to 100, and then a few rolls later I hit it again, and he said take it to 250. When we got done with the roll on that hand, that $35 bet brought back, after you deducted the $35, $107 profit on the four. Was poised
So
to
you went
even make more.
35 to 100.
Yep.
35 to 100.
Took
So
100.
obviously it hit again. It hit
Yep.
again. So it's hit twice. And you went to 250.
250. Yep.
Did it hit at 250?
It did not hit at 250. 7 out.
Okay. All right. So you had two hits.
Two hits. Yeah. Yes. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. 1, 2. Yes. 3 hits.
Now you started with 35.
35 to 100 to 200. He wanted to go to 250. I left it at 200.
Okay. So it hit 3 times. All right. So
Yes.
that's not how I would have played it. That's not how I would have played it at all. But I'm not
yeah.
like everybody else.
Right. But the point was on the four that you were making is that, we rolled that 35 into 100. You could have taken it to 50, 75, but rolled it into 100. When the 100 hit 200, collect the 200 is what,
Yeah,
rack it up.
and it's different. It's gonna, that's a typical. Don't take this wrong, because
I know
that's
what you're
what
going
you
to
are.
say. I know what you're
That's a
going to say.
northeastern play. It's a
I
northeastern
knew you were going to
play.
say that.
I've seen northeasterners come down to Biloxi and they go, "What the hell are you betting like that for? We don't do that shit down here, right?" It's
Yep.
it's just like when I was in Colorado. I was in Colorado and I had $180 six, and the dealer wanted to take me to 240, and I said, "That ain't what I want." And she said, "Well, that's what everybody in Colorado does." And I said, "Well, everybody in Alabama goes to 420. Here's $30." So it's different, right? It's different how you play and where you play. But the northeasterners that I've played with that I've seen, they start with that $35. All right, that makes sense because you're used to paying $1 vig up front, so you get the maximum bet for that $1 vig. That's the whole idea behind it, right? So then
Correct.
35 pays you 70, but you still got to make a vig bet. You still got to pay a vig, right?
Correct.
When it re-hit. All right. So are you going to pay $1, or what are you going to pay? What do you got? You up there. You've got to bet it according. Y'all are betting it according to your vig. I'm betting it according to what I'm going to win.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's a
because you don't
different
wanna-
style of play. It's a different style of play because of the location, right? So if I'm in Vegas, and if I'm betting a $35 10, because I want the maximum exposure for my dollar, right? I want the maximum return from my dollar vig. I'm going to win $70. I'm going to go straight to 100. I don't have a problem with going straight to 100, right? Now, I don't have any money. I got almost nothing back after the vig, though. That's the problem with that bet. So you've pressed to 100, and you've only brought what, $3 back? Is that right, Jeff? $3.
No, if you go 30 in the Northeast, 35 hits pays 70. So to take it to 100, you got the $5 vig. You're bringing nothing back, Ed. Nothing.
You're bringing absolutely nothing,
Yeah,
and now you got a $100 bet.
because you paid
So let me
$1.
ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why the F in blank would you do that?
Well, you have to ask Adam that, because I was getting ready to say that when all of us Northeasters came down for the Brownwater Bash, it took us a while to get used to the auto buy, the 4, 5, 9, and 10. So on a 35, 35 costs you $1 vig. It gets hit. Take it to 100, 75 to 100. You're getting the money that's there. Your $5 extra bet goes to the vig. So you actually have $1 into that $100 bet.
You got $1. You got $1 exposure for a bet that'll pay you 200 less 10,
Yes.
so 190, right?
Correct. Yes. Yes. Next one. Yes. If you put it,
But you got to hit it. How many times you got to hit it?
You got to hit it. Well, you got
Yeah,
initial. So you got to hit it three. You got to hit it two times because you go 35, 100, 100 to 200.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's walk through. Let's walk through some other math. I don't know if I'm right or not. Let's just find out. I got a $35 bet. I got to pay them $1 up front, so I got $36 in the bet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It hits and
Yep.
pays me 70. I can't even get my money back if I go to 70. What does that cost me? Cost me
talking about
$2.
Yeah, that's the VIG will be $2. Correct.
Yeah, it cost me
$3.
$2 to go to
$2,
70.
yes.
So now I got $38 in the bet, but how much did I put in my rack? Come on, dude. You're a dealer.
You lost.
You
lost
dealer,
me
you
on.
deal on Friday nights. I've seen you do it. I gotta pour me some bourbon before we get into this.
No, well, no. I'm thinking. I had to think back what you said to begin with. I have to go back and think about what you said because 36. You're throwing me off on that 36. That's what's throwing me off. And
Well, it costs you $1 to make a $35 bet. That's $36.
right, and it hits once, so you're going to get 70.
Yeah, I got 70.
And what did you?
And then,
And what did you take it to?
If I go to 70, I pay him $2 more.
You took 35 back to the rack. Am I wrong?
So then where do you go? No, I think you're within $1 or $2 rack. Okay?
Yeah, 'cause of
so,
the big.
all right, so I got 70. I've already paid $2, so now I've got $72 in this particular bet at this point.
Not if you brought
70
35
pays
back
me.
to your rack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got 30. I still got $35 out there. That's going to pay me 140.
Correct. That part I will agree with you. I was trying to get your point of what you're trying to say. 35 pays 140. You know, you're taking 35 to 100 to pay 200.
Anyway, so I'm having to talk this out loud and try to do math and drink bourbon, and it's not easy. So
So let's do the two comparisons. Let's do the East Coast side or the Northeast. You said 35 to 100.
all right,
100
no,
pays
let's
200.
finish this up. Let's finish
Okay, go
up where
ahead.
we're going. All right, so I got $70 and it hits. So I've got 2 hits, and I've got 100. I got 35 in my rack from 70. Right? And now I've got 140 coming to me because I paid for it with the $2. Right?
Right.
So then if I go to what? What can I go to then? And I'm totally in this game for free at this point.
140 goes to 250.
Ta-da!
I got that.
I wouldn't
So
even
let's
go
do
that
it.
high. I wouldn't even
Well,
go
let's do
that
it.
high. But
Let's do it my way. 35
all right.
goes to 100.
Yep.
100 goes to 2. 2 goes to 4. So that goes your progression. We both still have $35 in hand.
All right. How many you gonna throw?
I don't expect
know?
to see any more than 4 in a hand, to be honest with you. I'll be lucky to see 3. But it's
You'll be
like this
lucky to
person.
see 2.
Part 2, you're right. It's like this person said, what are your dice sets to go for 4 and 10? That's a whole nother conversation. I don't want Lincoln to think we're
Yeah,
ignoring that person.
Yeah.
But this conversation I think is really good because it's different styles of play. And I like what Arnell said. Arnell said press and take. So if your position, you're going 35 to 70. And then it hits again. You've got a bet's going to pay you 140, but you've already
Now I
got
got
35.
140 plus I got
Yes.
70. I got 140. My bets, I've already put how much in my rack? You said 35?
Yes.
All right.
So your bet's paid for.
It hits the second time. Now it ain't paid for. I still got $1 vig on your one.
Get off that dollar big. You're right. You're paid for.
Right.
So you get 140.
But seriously, I mean, it all adds up supposedly. I mean, if you ever watch John from Pro Craps, he's going to tell you it adds up. So,
Did he tell you what?
it adds up over time.
It does add up
Because he
over
plays
time.
It does.
I think it does.
On win crap, when you can do 10,000 rolls in 30 seconds, it adds up. So, all right. So now I've got my $35 back. You're not worried about the vig anymore, you said. So now I've got a $70 bet that pays me 140.
Correct.
Right? 140 and 70, I can go to what?
Well, it'd go to 210, but I still say you take it to 250.
You can go to 200 easy, right?
It's easy, but I say you throw the extra $30 down
But,
there.
Here's what I think you probably should do. Think about this. Okay, what if I went to 150?
Pays 300.
If I go to 150, not worried about the big, you said. Then if I get another hit, then where am I going?
You mean on the 150 for 300? I think you take it to 300. You bring something back to the rack.
If I got a $300 4 or 10 and it hits, I'm going to 500. Because I got nothing in this hand. I got nothing on that number.
Right.
I dare you to throw another one, and I'm going to collect $1,000. I guarantee you I am if it ever hits again.
No, I get your point, Ed. I get it. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I think it goes back to, when we think about the style of play and we talk about the advantage player back from an hour ago, I think that, that mindset works.
It only works if you hit the numbers.
True.
It works if you hit the numbers.
But if you don't hit the point.
If you don't hit the numbers, your money's in the rack.
Correct.
Right? And you got a teeny tiny maybe bit of profit. So that's why I say go to 150 instead of going to 200, because that puts another 50 in your rack. Then you can go to 300. From 300, you can jump to 500. You could go to 600, but I'd go to 500. And then I'm marching to 5,000 from 500 as soon as I can get there.
I don't think I'd ever seen that many hits, but I understand what it is that you're saying. Yeah, I think it's a good conversation. I don't know how we got on this subject, but I think
it ain't easy to get there. But if you take a $25 bet and don't ever collect, how long does it take you to get to 5,000?
Say that again.
On a 4 and 10.
Oh hell, I don't know.
Take a $25 bet. Huh?
Oh God, 25 to 50. Now you're 150. That's a lot. That's a lot of hits. How many is it? 12, 14, 15?
No.
10?
No. No, not even 10.
Do the math for me then.
You just got to throw them, right? 25 to 50, 50 to 100, 100, 200, 200 to 400, 400, 800, 800 to 1,600, 1,600, 3,200, 3,200 to what?
9.
You can't go higher than 5,000.
You can't, yeah. 9. That's 9 hits.
Yeah, that was only like 6 hits.
That's 9. You better count it again.
Next hit pays 10,000.
Man, that Alabama math, I'm starting to wonder about you. It was more than 6.
Well, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna do it right here.
Oh my goodness! All right, go ahead.
We're going way past my. You can see. Can you see those chips? Yeah, you can see.
I can. I'm going to try to bring your table. I'm going to try to bring your table up here. Where are you? Let's see. Let me see. Let me put this table up here, Ed. And there you go. Full view. Go ahead.
Where the hell did you get that shot?
Because I'm good. That's why. Do your example right in front of the cum. Push those chips out of the way and do it in front of the cum.
All right. There's my 4. You see my 4?
Yep.
Let's count them out. I'm going to throw a white chip down.
Okay.
There's your hit. 25 pays what?
50.
50. Go to 75. Next hit. 2 hits.
All right.
Pays
150.
what?
150.
Let me get some black chips.
Take a sip of bourbon too.
Pays 150. Huh?
Take a sip of bourbon too.
I will do that in a minute. All right, so now we're 125, right?
You're at 125 or 225?
No, I did that wrong.
Yes, you did.
We were at 75.
Yep.
That's gonna pay 150.
Right.
Right.
That's 225. Make it 2.
There's 225.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Third hit.
450.
225 times 2.
450.
It's 450. right?
Yep.
Now what have I got on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 75. Right?
Okay.
675 is on there. And I ain't even only hit it 3 times. Fourth hit.
Okay.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1,200 right there, right?
Should be 13.
There's another 150.
It should be 1350.
All right, so there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm at $2,000. And I've only hit it 4 times.
5 times.
I've only got 4 chips out there.
I think your bourbon's count. But I see what you're saying, Ed. I'm picking on you. I do see what you're saying.
Maybe. All right, so if I hit it again, that pays me $4,000, right?
Right.
Right? 2,000
Yep.
pays 4,000.
Yes.
If I hit it again, now see, I went to 5. If I hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, I'm at house max. That's my point.
I got your point. I agree with you. I still think when you counted it out before, it was still like 7 to 9. But either way, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
All right, let's do it again. Let's get it
No,
right.
we don't have to do it again.
Oh,
I agree with
I
you.
want to get it right.
Oh,
one
my
time.
gosh.
Yeah, let's do it right.
Go
One
ahead.
time, pays 50. There's the 1, there's the 50. There's the 2, pays 1, 50. All
Right. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's a black chip. Taking those off. Now I've got 225. 225 pays what?
225 pays 450.
There's 450. There's a 75. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
75.
There was the third hit, right?
Yep.
Here's the fourth hit.
All right.
I got
1350.
675.
1350.
Pays me $1,350.
That's what I said. Yep.
All right, so let's break it. Let's color it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a black chip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's $2,000 on that hit. Right? 2,000 pays
4.
4. And if the house max is at 5, I'm there in 6 hits.
That's what I said.
7 hit. The 7th hit pays you $10,000 and down. That's $15,000 to the rack. You just got to throw them.
Correct. Correct. Yep.
How many times? How many 4s did y'all see before y'all jumped on it the other night? When you were talking about?
Between the 4s and the 10s, between the two of them, it was 8 or 9 between both of them, and we weren't out on it.
See, y'all should have been at house max and collecting $10,000.
Yep. We all said because we were so gun shy, Ed, because the 2 previous days we had taken a beating. Nobody wanted to put any money in play, and on about roll 20, John and I looked at each other, and by roll 28 or so, when the 4 and 10 came out there, we're like, man, this is it. This is the hand. And if that's the hand that the Dust Bunnies came out on, that they had to bring a rack in for a fill, that we took a break and let the shooter go pee, he came back to roll 12 more times. That's Adam G.
It was probably random.
No, it was Adam G. That was Adam G's hit.
Oh, okay. It was Adam. Adam had to go pee in the middle of a roll? What the hell's the matter with him?
Well, see what happened? He looked at the box person because they had no chips to pass. They had no whites, reds, greens, and there were little blacks left out there because the table was full.
They should have been out of purples and oranges by then.
And Adam said to them, "Do you have to fill?" And he said, "Yes. Do you want to take a break?" And the two box people looked at each other, and 6 people scrambled and came back before they were cleaning up the dust bunnies. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, I love dust bunnies.
Yeah.
But that's an idea. I've seen people play that and never get that next hit, and all they did was lose their money. Okay.
Right. Well,
I'm not recommending it, but that's how fast you can get there. So,
right.
If you put that first hit and you're right, you can go to the moon if you want.
Well, that was my point to begin with, but I think.
Why didn't you tell me that to start with?
I think this discussion on the the discussion on the 4 and 10 was really good, a really good discussion, and the comments that came back, I were really surprised that we weren't getting more comments because we still have 40-some people here between the two channels. So I wanted to continue with the conversation. And Ed, to be quite honest with you, I don't know if this set of headsets had died on me or not, so I'm getting ready to put on my old trusty, reliable sets. I've been through 2 headsets now.
I don't know if they're dead or not.
Yeah. So I didn't expect it to do this.
Late tonight.
But yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing.
I've been tied up for 2 weeks interviewing people.
Think you should be there. Say something for me, Ed.
I've been tied up for 2 weeks interviewing people, so I need to let off steam.
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. I had to put on my headsets here. I've been through 2 headsets tonight on this show. But I think the point of the discussion of the 4 and 10 was very good. I was surprised that we didn't get comments outside of people said, "Let Ed do it again." They said, like Jeremy said, one more time, and I always pronounce his name wrong. You pronounced it right. There it is.
Jalen Pond.
Jalen Pond, yep. And then he says, "Jeff, don't poke the bear." Yep, don't poke the bear.
I love Jalen. I don't know Jalen, but I love Jalen.
Yeah. Let me put this chat up here before he goes to bed. He's probably already asleep. Frank just wanted to say, wore your hat today this afternoon at Harris.
Everybody in Atlantic City needs to wear a Mac hat.
I don't know about that.
If you hadn't subscribed to Mac's channel, you should subscribe so you can get a Mac hat.
You don't get a Mac hat just because you subscribe, but I do give a lot of shit away.
I didn't say that. I just said you need to subscribe, and then you have an opportunity to get a Mac hat.
Right. You do have an opportunity to win some Mac swag. Ed, do you find yourself doing better when you're being somewhat funny on the table while shooting? There you go. There's your buddy. And we're going to take this as the last question.
Never. I don't ever cut up at the table when I'm shooting.
That is correct.
I'm extremely focused.
Yes. Yep.
I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to think about anything other than give me the dice and let me make my bet. That's I'm so focused, especially when I start getting into what they call the zone. Whatever you want to call the zone is, you're just I'll stare at a TV screen, not really watch it, but I'll stare at it. I'll wait on it to see the dice. I'll stare at the puck. The number's a 9. Okay, I need a 9. I'm staring at the puck, and that's all I do is I stare at the puck, or I stare at something across the room, and I'm not paying attention to anything else until those dice come to me. And I'm so locked in, my hand hasn't moved, my knees haven't moved. If I'm in the hook, I'm locked into the side of the table. I've got my leg pressed in against the drink rail. I'm leaning halfway across the table, so I can get a good angle throwing down. I mean, it depends on where you're at, but I get so locked in, I can't move. I have to go. I need a crane to move me off a table after I've been on a long roll.
Well, you see what your buddy says there. You see what your buddy says. Met a lot of Eds, but you're his favorite. All right, here's the last question.
He's my favorite, Jalen, too.
Yep, he's the only one I know. Here it is. Step Placer wants to know when's Heavy Part 2 coming.
I don't have a date, but I will tell you this. Heavy and I sat down last week, Wednesday night a week ago or something like that. And I've got part two. I could drop part two, but it's the same as part one, where we had so much trouble with the video and the audio. And Heavy bought a new computer, a new-ish computer. So I'm like, let's reshoot it. So Heavy and I got together last week, and we shot 3 more hours, which was an hour longer than I had already shot the first time. So there's a lot of Heavy yet to come. I did 2 hours with a guy named Doza, but I got a lot of echo, and I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the echo. I shot 2 hours last night with a guy that's called Tabletop. I'm not going to give y'all any clues on who Tabletop is, but y'all will know him when you see him. And then I've got a video recording already set up for next Wednesday night with $5 bill. So I got a lot lined up and a lot already shot, and I've barely edited the first hour of Heavies.
You have a lot of editing to do, that's for sure.
Well, it's not really on the last 3 hours of Heavies. Is I'm trying to find a good place to break it into part 2, part 3, maybe part 2.5, part 3.5. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. But I got 3 hours with Heavy, and the audio and the video were perfect. Almost 99% of the time, it was always perfect.
Great.
So I was very thankful that all that came through perfectly for him. On Doza, the video is perfect, but I've got echo, and we can handle echo, but I'd like to reduce it. But I'm not going to spend $700 for software to reduce the echo. I'm just not going to do it. So I'm trying to reduce it.
A friend of yours might have that. A friend of yours might have that software.
I'll find out if my friend can fix that.
That's called filtering.
If we can figure out how to get it to him, because it's like a lot of video.
Yeah, you can slice up a small piece, maybe 20 minutes, send it to me, put it in a Dropbox, let me take it down and see what I can do with it.
I'll figure that out. We'll talk about how to get it to you then, and let you look at it and see if you can reduce some echo.
All right.
Because there's a lot of stuff he talked about I don't really need, but it was an interesting 2.5 or so hours.
All right. Well, Ed, real quick, we still have 40-some watching between the two channels. I think we should leave on that note. Tell us this Sunday night again. Remind the people the date, the time. The time of this Sunday night and who's coming up.
6:30 Central. 6:30 Central. Tales of the Table. It's I really wanted to wait a week, but I couldn't resist. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it. The first part of Gargoyle. So if you watched Memo last week, you know a little bit about the story of him playing at the Cromwell and some guy humping on him. So it's a funny story. But, I've got more pictures this time.
Yeah. Don't give too much away.
I don't want to give too much away. I'm not going to give it away, but it's worth watching. Really and truly, part 1 and part 2 of Gargoyle, I don't know if it can be beat yet. It's hilarious. You better have lots of popcorn and be ready to laugh. At least I laughed. I laughed all the way through it, and every time I watch it, I've watched it I don't know how many times. I still laugh every time. It's funny.
All right.
Because he didn't know I had the pictures. I'll let you know. He didn't know I had the pictures, and I dropped the pictures on him.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he didn't know I had the pictures.
There's your popcorn. You can barely see it.
There's
All right,
popcorn,
we're going to get out of here. Jerry Bennett wants to know if he can hear that wild turkey call again before we get out of here.
You're better at it than I am.
I'm not going to do it. I make enough noise.
You did a really good one, though.
I make enough noises. For those that watch, For those that watch LFC when I'm on there and you hear all those sound effects that are natural, not canned, that's me. But Arnell's got some good canned ones there. So anyway, guys, Ed, you're not gonna believe this. We've been live 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I do believe it. I'm looking at the clock right over there on the corner of my monitor.
My production clock says that, and you tell me every week, Jeff, I don't want to go more than 2 hours. I got people texting me. I got people texting me telling me, let Ed talk. Keep him going. Let him tell the story. Show it again. They love us, Ed. Let's go back to what we said at the beginning. If you like this. Yeah, we do love them.
Jeff.
If you guys want to see more of this content with Ed the Professor and me as the fool, the I don't know, the interviewer, whatever you want to call it, let us know in the chat. Yeah, I have the voice, but I have the voice. Yeah,
you're the Eli Gold of YouTube.
Did you coin that first, or did Waylon coin that first? One of the two. You told me that
Waylon did it, but I already thought it for you.
Yeah, it's because you both are Bama boys, so. Yeah, You're right. All right, Ed, it's time to get out of here. Any final closing words?
Practice like you play like you practice. Don't wear your flip-flops when you're practicing. Because I did. You saw what happened.
That's correct. What do you say, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks we'll be back again?
I would imagine so.
All right. You heard it. The man said practice like you play like you practice.
Go
All right, Ed. Go roll to win. Hey, be safe. Play smart. Catch you on the next one.